And if you want, we can go into the secret chat and talk about it.
Secret chat. Hey everybody! Speaking of secret chats, here's a not so secret chat. We're back after a couple weeks hiatus.
Woo!
So, if you hope you remember us, this is Scion, because that's what we're doing this week, which I found out yesterday or the day before, whenever Johnny tweeted about it. Well, that's what's going on. I knew there was a game this week. I just didn't know what it was. So we're gonna get into a little sort of preliminary story stuff while we're waiting for Mike to show up. But if you can't remember what happened, like whatever it was, 4 weeks ago, the last time we played Scion, we were looking for a missing weapon that was taken into the Almagre Mountains a couple years ago. We went up the mountains. We did not find any weapons. We found a coin in the reservoir, and we found some cougars in a cave.
A cougar.
A cougar. Oh yeah, it was just one, wasn't it? Yep.
Some cougars could have gotten worse.
We found one cougar in a cave. Caught a glimpse of some wolves, but never tracked down the wolves. We tried for a while. We went up to the top. I don't know. We did a lot of wandering on a mountain, basically, for a weekend. And then we came back down, did a little research, found out it's unusual for wolves to be there, so maybe we need to find the wolves. But Desh and Sylvia were going to go talk to Sarah Curdy, the wife of Hamza.
Not Sylvia.
No.
Dash and Carter.
Dash and Carter are going to talk to Sylvia.
Roommates.
Oh yes,
They're
the roommates.
New roommates.
Yeah.
This is the first episode. Yeah. Sylvia and I have to work. That's right. We have jobs.
Yeah, we have to make a living.
Yep.
Right.
Suckers.
For now.
But yeah, Sarah Curdy is still in town. She agreed after, I think, a phone call and some assurances that we were just trying to do the good thing and help resolve all of this. Agreed to talk to us. So we're gonna see what we know from her and then figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, because Desh and Carter had gone to the law offices where Hamza had worked, and Desh rolled out of his mind to convince the partner there that, like, I'm here to help, and we were on this case before, but we gave up on it, but we got a new lead, so we want to help. And Sarah, though she doesn't know you guys, is like, I don't care if I don't know you guys. If you think you have a lead, come on over. And so, yeah, tomorrow, I think it was just the two of them planned on going, but I don't know how much was decided overall.
No, it was just the two of us because everybody else was working. So,
right, those crazy day jobs.
And I feel like, and I think we had a brief chat too about trying not to get her hopes up, trying to handle things gently, and
right.
And be delicate about how we approach the situation, since her husband has been missing for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
Yep.
April.
Coming up on 3 years.
ago.
Do you have Johnny and Drew spinning?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm gonna spin as well.
All right, I'll spin too. Let's all spin. Hey, we're spinning.
I see everybody except for Johnny.
Yeah,
he just refreshed again, I think.
Oh, is he spinning? Oh,
there
he is.
Where's Johnny?
We got everybody.
Everybody, Johnny?
What?
Do you see anyone?
I see everybody.
I see.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You were shaking your head. I was like,
Far too disappointed.
And it was right before that when things were reloading because internet. Yeah.
yeah, roll 20. Don't you miss it?
It's better than what did we do last week?
I have a new one.
Tabletopia.
If you all want to try.
That was
Tabletopia was rough.
that was
bad
was a
last
hot
week.
mess.
Wait, what?
Oh, maybe we need to refresh again to get.
I think Josh
wants to get out.
went off because he was talking to somebody.
Okay,
He's
so
also muted.
Yeah.
All right.
Last
can
week,
live.
Drew, Johnny, and I played some Stone Age because we tried playing role player on Tabletopia, but that was being super slow for the two of them. So instead, we went over
he's
to
not.
Board Game Arena
He's gonna come
and
do
played
that.
some
to me.
Stone Age.
Nice.
No.
And then
And Johnny-
go ahead.
eked out an impressive win I did not see coming. It
Yeah.
was,
Like, he went from 81 points to like 270 something points. It was great.
I
on
made
the,
all
on the
the
strength of his babies.
Yes, it was all the babies.
He was scoring victory points for his babies.
What? What?
You didn't miss anything.
What happened?
Man, he just kept hitting that hut. Man, you send those 2 workers to the hut and 3 come out.
it's just a circle of life.
that's how it works, right?
Oh,
Playing
Stone
we
Age.
played Stone Age last, yeah.
And then he scored points, all the points.
Well, and so last week when we were looking for games, I saw Paleo cooperative. I ended up getting it because I was like, it just looks good, and I started reading the rules on it. And Alyssa and I've been playing it, and it's not complex, but it's fun. Like we just played, I think, like 3 times today and lost 3 times.
Nice.
So that's always a good cooperative when you lose a lot.
Yep.
Because you're like, all right, good. There's a challenge.
Yep. I hate winning my first co-op. Like,
Yeah.
First try at a co-op. That's
I think that was my difficulty with, what was the game you guys got me over the summer?
the orc.
Oh yeah, Zombicide Green.
Zombicide.
Yeah.
Green,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I like it if it was
Harder.
more challenging.
Yeah.
It
The biggest challenge
yeah.
in that game was Mike.
It was pretty
Mike
hilarious.
was the biggest
though.
challenge in that game.
I feel a theme.
That game was pretty hilarious.
It was very funny. It was a good. I enjoyed it.
Like when, when they, when Drew was throwing the boulders, like launching boulders, whizzing by people's heads.
Across the board, yeah.
It was great.
I was like targeting you guys too, and it was always missing and nailing the nailing
It
the
was
orcs.
perfect.
That was pretty great. It was not a challenge, but it was fun.
It was very fun.
We made it fun, I guess is what I would say.
Yeah. Well, we'll play it again sometime. I think I've found a way to make it appropriately challenging. We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of games that I don't know if would be as fun, but then when we play it with you guys, like I enjoy it so immensely. Like I don't think Sheriff of Nottingham actually is all that fun, but when we play it, I think it's the best time ever.
Yeah.
Because we are the characters.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I just like, I mean,
Yeah, because if you were to just play that game straight,
right,
like just
it's a bluffing game.
no
Just
acting,
play,
it's no fun.
just play poker. I mean, that's all it is,
Yeah,
right.
But as soon as you get into character and start playing the game for real, it's
Yeah, because you start to build the story, especially Mike. He builds the most elaborate stories for the shit that he brings into town.
Yeah.
Like his bread tree,
Oh my goodness.
having a bread tree that he's bringing all his bread from, and
Nonsense.
then of course, whenever he brings in a chickens, he always talks about his cocks.
Yep.
I've got a bag of cocks every time.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I mean, it's you can, as we've proven, I think, like you can make a pretty bad game fun. Not that Sheriff Nottingham's not a bad game; it's fine.
Yeah.
like it's a fun
no,
game.
it's a fun game, yeah,
But you can, I mean, it's all
You can
how you
spice
do
up
it.
any game.
Yeah, you sure can.
yeah.
You just got to find the right group of people
Yeah.
and the right
Oh man.
and the right
I-
attitudes about playing.
I'm excited to play Dear Lord again.
Oh dear lord,
That is a good game.
that game is. I gotta look for some more kind of in that vein. Because that stuff like that can be fun if you find it right. I think I've had my eye on a couple the last couple times I've been in Atomic that seem kind of in that same like social and get kind of silly and you just have fun with it and it's kind of light.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one and I always just keep going back to the bomb defusal one.
Oh my god.
The one that you and I liked because we thought it was
Yes.
funny and everyone else hated because we thought it was funny.
We had such a good time.
It wasn't stressful at all. As
No,
long
it was
as
great
you
fun.
didn't care if you got exploded.
Right.
Keep talking and no one
Failure.
explodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
About to blow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, were you all doing that one in VR?
No, we didn't
just
do it
on a
in
computer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple
Have you
years
done
ago.
it
We did
VR?
it. Yeah, we did it
Oh
live.
my
on-
god, VR will make you throw up because you're sitting there like spinning it in your own hands and you're like, what am I doing?
Well, you just don't overthink it. Just like Josh and I,
Yeah.
we wouldn't even follow their instructions. We would just do stuff, and of course, it was right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we were just kind of doing whatever. They were so stressed out trying to give us instructions.
But if your objective is to like actually defuse the bomb,
No.
then
We did. How many
Don't-
times did we defuse the bomb? No
yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
With like half the instructions.
Yeah, it would get to be
It's
like,
not a
look,
hard game.
Like, you guys aren't obviously don't know what you're talking about. We're just
but
gonna do
I
this.
I feel like we blew up the other half of the times though.
Yeah, exactly. Half is pretty good.
Half blown up.
Yeah. I feel like for that
Blown up
game,
is very good.
50% success is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Well, and then it continued when we became the guys in the van.
Yeah.
we were so helpful.
That was another game, but again, we were in character, right? Like,
Yeah.
we were a couple idiots, like idiot mooks in the van, who like didn't really care about the two guys in the building.
Yeah. It was great.
They were just interfering with our day.
We were just oh god, yeah.
We had,
That's
like,
right. We were
hurry
so
up and-
disappointed with like having to talk to them and like, you're just ruining our coffee break.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be successful or not. Either way.
We're far enough away. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Like, wait, do we do this one or not? I don't know. Like, sure. That seems fine.
Just try it. See what happens.
Like, well, what's gonna happen? I mean,
I mean,
We
you'll
don't
find
know.
out, or I guess you
Yeah.
won't.
it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I love it. I love it.
Man, that's the thing though. It's like the end of pandemic. Now that it's like in sight, it's like, oh, so many board games to catch up on. Too many.
I've been amassing.
Yeah. It's like I have just a pile of unplayed games
Yep.
that need to get played.
What I love about my wife, she likes playing games with me. So
Yeah.
get a game and be like, well, at least I know I've got one person who will try it. And if it's horrible, at least I'll have a game.
Yeah. You want to get
But
some
no,
good-
it's been good. We've collected a few games over this pandemic that we've been like, yeah, this is a good game. We'll keep playing it.
soon though. Soon. Board games.
Yeah.
If anybody's, I don't know if anybody's watching. If anybody's watching and you have like a favorite pandemic board game that we should play, tell us so I can go
When
buy
you say
it.
pandemic, you don't mean like
No, like
the
actual
IPD
game,
pandemic.
yeah.
You mean
Right, because
like,
there are a
game
lot of
during
them.
this. Yes.
I say I've got like 5 pandemics.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you meant that at first. I was like, I still haven't ever actually played Pandemic
Oh,
before.
man.
What?
No.
I was curious
No,
about
a
this
game
happening.
that you
Yeah.
played during the pandemic.
The Pandemic game. Okay. all right.
Because, like I said, the end is in
Hey,
sight.
I called it. I called it.
I
Hey,
got my
Mike.
second.
Hey, what up, Mike?
I got my second dose yesterday.
Nice.
So the countdown has commenced.
There
I
we go.
started Pandemic Legacy Season 0 this week. That was we finally.
Yeah.
So that's our
Started
pandemic related
Yep.
news.
I get my first one Saturday.
Congrats.
Good.
All right.
All right.
You're working on
So five. Or which one are you getting? Do you know yet?
Pfizer.
Okay, so 5 weeks. 5 weeks for you.
Start the clock.
Top shelf for
Yep.
you.
That's right.
So end of May. You'll be.
I was a one and
fully,
done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got the banned substance.
You put it like that, Mike.
They don't think it'll kill you.
Yeah. I mean, it should be fine.
I mean, what is it like 6 out of hundreds of thousands? Like,
Yeah,
way
right.
more than that. It's 6 out of.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that like
It's
milk kills more people than
2 million
that. Like,
chance, I think.
Yeah, they were all women too, right? So I mean,
There you go.
Mm,
right? Yeah.
Could be
We're not
fun.
recording yet, are we?
We are.
We are.
yes, we are.
We're also streaming.
Yeah.
just
But look,
Oh.
they know us.
just
by now.
alienating.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean,
This-
They know our
This is your-
I
stance on
wanted to not
things.
be offend some group of people early tonight. You know, usually
Right.
it's Catholics we start with, but we started with the women tonight. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's only 50%.
Right.
Maybe like 55%. Anyway,
What?
If that was a test, you'd be failing right now.
But see, this is
not according to the North Carolina end of grade testing. I would actually have a 4 right now.
That's right. 50%
Out of
pretty good.
possible
yeah.
5. So.
We were
Is
also
that
just,
how you judge your life? As Mike Carolina.
Well, I mean, my profession does, so why not? You know?
we were also. I mean, we were just discussing before you got here that if you defuse the bomb 50% of the time, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So 50. We think 50% is a good mark.
It's a
Yeah.
good
Hey.
measurement.
Hey, in baseball, you're a god.
Oh yeah. If you hit 50%,
you're beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the best hitter who ever
that's
lived.
proof that you're a Scion, actually.
There you go. There
Hey,
you go.
if Mike rolls 50% of his dice correctly in D&D, you guys survive.
If
Unless
Mike
he's been
rolls
taken
50%,
over.
we're beyond Hall of Fame. Like there's like Mike rolling 50% success. That's way beyond. So
I appreciate that you were initially skeptical of me being bad at rolling dice because that's reasonable to be skeptical of it. But you've been around. Just like Carter's on Team Bogey.
Well, all right. So we already did a recap, but a recap for Mike because I know it's been 4 weeks for all of us.
Wolves, man. Like,
But yeah, you guys
Yeah,
came down.
I've got this.
Yeah, we've covered we've covered the wolves.
I mean, does it really matter if Mike / Bogey knows what we're doing?
I guess that's true.
I don't, like when you're guided by the tides of fate,
Yeah.
then the background is immaterial, and what's in front of you is going to happen anyway. I think
There
I'm
you go.
ready.
Perfect.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just get a short-term deed figured out, and that'll be good enough.
Yeah, we definitely mentioned that there aren't supposed to be wolves there, but there are wolves there, you know? So we need to be there. We're supposed to be there. The wolves aren't supposed to be there. So when the
wolves are supposed to be there because they are there.
so if they're there, they're supposed to be there. And if they're there, then we're supposed to be there too. And so when the two things that are supposed to be there are both there. Right?
So Quinn's on
You know?
Bogey then?
No.
Hey, don't worry, Mike. I got you covered with Bogey's short-term deed. Just send it in the chat.
Eat this
Just
burrito.
Yeah.
It might need to be a little bit more elaborate.
Eat this tasty burrito.
Eat everyone's burrito.
You know,
Get the wolves to eat a burrito.
if they knew that eat everyone's burrito, that would sound threatening.
All right, but we did leave off everybody, finishing the day like normal, and I think it was still middle of the week, and we were ending off with or starting off with Carter and Desh planning to head over to Sarah Curdy's home and have a conversation with her. I don't know if anybody else wanted to or planned to try and join them, but.
And I had in my notes, we were going at 6 p.m. for whatever reason. So.
Yes, and so right,
She wanted us
I
to
think
stop
she
by
had,
after work.
I think
So-
she had work, so it's entirely possible anybody else could join.
Yeah.
Well, Des, you ready to roll on over?
Quinn's not interested.
Nope. I'll let them handle it. They got it.
Let's go do this thing.
Okay. So yeah, you were given the address. You're able to find it without too much of a problem. You pull up to a nice little house in a average neighborhood.
All right.
You're right. You look a little nervous.
Oh, me? Oh, I'm great. We're about to go talk to this one about her dead husband who's been eaten by wolves. This will go fine.
I like that positive attitude.
I'm positive that her husband's been eaten by wolves.
There we go.
All right.
Maybe not lead with that, but
Oh. Come on, man. Just lightening the mood a little bit. Let's go knock on the door.
lead on.
I'll go knock on the door.
You knock on the door. A moment later, the door opens to a woman in her early 30s, looking like she just came off work. You know, a little disheveled from whatever it is she does. And she looked you two over and are you the guys I talked to yesterday?
Yes, I'm Desh, and this is my associate. I don't know if he likes to give his name or not, so I didn't want to like actually say his name. So I'll just say this is my associate.
Okay.
You can call me Carter.
Okay. What is it? What? Sorry, I'm laughing at something else. What is it that you think you know about my husband? And she's still just standing in the doorway.
Well, I kind of look around. Like, should we? Can we come inside for a minute?
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. And she'll move out of the way and
Yeah.
head into the home.
Okay, I have to use all the cliches here. Okay, so.
She heads into a small living area. There's a couch and a couple chairs, and she takes one of the chairs.
Sure. So hold on. I'm reading over my notes again to make sure I say this right. So yeah, we were following a trail regarding your husband up into the Almegre Mountain, up the Almegre Mountain, because that was what we were told. And we were trying to put all the pieces together, but there were just a few things that we were maybe we were hoping you could fill in the gaps for us.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where he disappeared to.
So when he departed, well, he left one time and then he came back. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, he went hiking up in the mountains all the time and backpacking and so he just went on a normal trip and then yeah, he came back. And like I've told reporters, I told the police, like he found this knife, this strange looking knife, and then a few weeks later he left to the mountains again, and he's been gone since.
Oh, a knife, you say?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But what is that? But you bring that up, and it seems sort of out of context here. Why did he? I mean, what does that have to do with him disappearing again?
I don't know. He was different after he came back. Like not right away, but he started to become a little paranoid, a little aggressive. Not towards me or anything, just in general. And then a few weeks later, it just kept building, and he left like he was just going on another trip. And he never returned.
And you thought it had something to do with this knife you speak of?
I don't know. That's just, it was one after the other. He carried it around with him, you know, basically everywhere he went, which is weird. And he had a bunch, like he kept drawing and writing about it, and she'll look around. Oh, give me a second. She heads into the other room. Here's some papers shuffling around, some drawer open, and she comes back and hands you a small journal. That's like halfway through. It starts with what he was writing and drawing. Assuming you open it up.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to force you. And you see, like there are some sketches of a very just strange looking knife. I mean, it's not, it's obviously not modern. Whatever it is, it seems to have almost kind of like a crook in it, which is strange, and a strange looking handle. wrapped in something. Like it's odd. And the writings are, there's nothing special to them as you kind of start reading through. It's basically what she described. Going into the mountains, he found the knife, came back, strong attachment to the knife for some reason. And then even his writing starts as you're reading and taking a little bit of time. His writing starts to get more aggressive in the words he uses and the phrases he uses.
Now, I don't see anywhere we didn't have any names attached to it. Was there someone or something that he mentioned that he was worried about, like work or something like that, or was it just in general?
It was in general, just feeling like people were out to get him, and he needed to defend himself, or I don't know. It was strange. It's still strange.
Was there anything before that? Was there anything that precipitated this?
Before he left and found the weapon?
Yeah, either the first or second time. Was he speaking of anything that was threatening in any way, or
No,
he works-
nothing. Like nothing, and no one in particular. I mean, he planned another trip into the mountains. He left, and he never came back.
Whenever he would leave on his trips, would he ever give you any sort of idea about where he was going? Like, would he say what trail he was heading on, or a mark? Because we didn't find anything in the police report.
Normally, yeah, but he didn't this last time. And I've looked over all his maps and everything, and taken a look at all the markings that he's left, and I told them where to look. I pointed out all the usual places that he'd go, and the places that he marked out on his map, and they haven't found him yet.
Would you mind if I get a picture of that map just for our ease?
Sure. It's down in the basement. And she'll get up and start heading off towards where the basement apparently is, the basement door.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in. Dash, are you following too, or are you just kind of waiting upstairs reading the journal?
I'll just wait here and look through the journal, and then as soon as they disappear in the basement door, I'll put the journal down and just start looking around the house.
Okay. All right,
And on the way downstairs, do I notice anything like any similar markings that might have been written on the walls or anything like that?
Gotcha. No, well, and so something you also would remember is that this is not their original house.
This is not the original. Okay,
This is not the original house, because she decided to move.
That's right.
Because she was kind of getting, overwhelmed with some of the media and stuff. So decided to move so that she couldn't easily be found. So this is not the house that he left. So Carter, will come back to you. Desh, looking around, I mean, it's a pretty normal home. There's lots of pictures of the two of them, and so you can get a picture of him. He's you would assume that he'd be about the same age as her now, based on looking at some of the pictures and what she looks like in the picture versus what she looks like now. Not too different. So these are relatively recent photos. Seems like a normal, happy guy. He would be in his late 20s in these pictures. Middle Eastern chap. Looking around like the living room, it's tidy. Nothing too special. It's a pretty normal house. At least this
Okay.
living room.
Yeah, I kind of forgot this was like not their original house, so I guess I'll look
Yeah,
around
I
for a
did
minute
too.
and be like, oh yeah, wait, this isn't actually where they lived. And I was like, all right, let me go back to studying these notes in front of me.
There you go.
So
All right, Carter, you head downstairs. She turns on the light, and there's a large table down there with maps spread all over it. One of the walls has other maps on it as well, and there's even more drawn pictures of the dagger.
More detailed, or just like more of them?
More of them.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'll snap a couple of these,
Sure.
some photos of these, just because we were told that he was an avid hiker, but this is very detailed. So,
And it is like it shows, he's got notes on everything as far as, paths that he usually takes and what he liked about them, what he didn't like about them. Obviously, like older notes. And there's a bunch of different markings of, places to stay and camp up in the mountains.
do I see the date that he was mentioned as going up before like when he found it? Do I see that date?
No dates or anything. So everything is
Okay. It's just
right.
all
It's
general. Perfect.
exactly. They're all his
Perfect.
notes.
Yep.
He apparently had no use for dating the notes and the markings that he put on there.
That would be too easy. Okay.
Exactly.
I snap all the photos of everything and just kind of look down and pick up one of the pictures and go, do you mind if I take this one? Just, it looks a little bit newer compared to the ones in his journal.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Okay.
He drew a lot of them.
And then I just start walking back up the stairs and just kind
Follow
of,
you.
yeah.
So, and as you all get back in the living room, so what is it that you think you found?
Well, we feel like we are. Well, let me take that back. We have found evidence that your husband definitely was in the Almagre Mountain or up the Almagre Mountain the last time. The time he disappeared.
We found some odd things in the mountains, some things that didn't make sense. He wasn't an avid coin collector, was he?
No.
Just a question. Sorry.
Was there when he went up to the mountain? Was it like was he just going up there to kind of disconnect from everything and just get away, or did he have a more? Was it a spiritual reason he was going up there? Was it just a?
I mean, he wanted to relax. He figured, a couple days camping out in the woods would help reset him. Like he recognized, some of the things he said crazy. We talked about it, but yeah, he was just going to I guess reconnect.
Well, I look over at Carter, like, because aren't you holding a map in your hand or something?
I'm holding one of the pictures that was drawn down there. And I'll turn my phone and show that I've got pictures of all the maps.
Okay.
And it is a larger, a little bit more detailed picture of the knife because it's a whole sheet of paper rather than a small journal.
Mm-hmm. Well, that seems helpful. We didn't know about this knife. That's not what we've been looking for as we've been searching for your husband.
Yeah, I don't know. I told them that it was a knife, but for whatever reason, I mean, they only ever wrote a weapon. I guess they wanted him to sound crazy or something.
What? I mean, I know this is all speculative and it's been a while, but why do you think he was? What was his? Why this knife? What was so special about this knife? I mean, I'm assuming your husband sounded like he was a very rational and reasonable man.
Yeah, I mean, he was. He was a great lawyer. I mean, and part of that was because he was so logical and reasonable. And I don't know. I don't know what changed. I don't know if somehow triggered something in him. I don't know. I know it's strange, and nobody believes me, but I know he's alive. And if you two can do anything to help me find him, and she starts like wringing her hands.
Well, we have associates that also believe as you do that he is alive. Hence the reason we are here.
Good. Well, good.
And one of them is, I'm not sure where he is right now, but he seems to know the wilderness pretty well. And he believes he has found, well, he believes he's found something, but it's requiring more investigation that we will soon be heading back out that way. Can you think of any other possible explanation for your husband's either disappearance or your behavior before he disappeared? I mean, it sounds like this knife, but let's remove the knife from the equation. I mean, is there?
I mean, you remove the knife, you get schizophrenia. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it could be. But he wasn't like crazy. You know, he wasn't detached. He just started becoming more paranoid and aggressive. Maybe that was just schizophrenia. I don't know.
You've been a great help and helped fill in some of the questions that we had. So thank you for your time.
Yeah. Well, if there's any other questions that come up, just reach out. I know he's alive. I just need to find him, bring him home.
Agreed. Well, we're headed back out that way soon, so
Okay.
we will stay in touch.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Show you to the door unless
Yeah.
you have any other.
Yep. Nope. So we hop in the truck and head on back.
Okay. It's like 7 by the time you leave.
So I'm going to hand Desh my phone and the picture and just say all the photos, no dates or anything, just notes. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I think between you and Bogey, we might be able to figure something out.
Between me and Bogey.
You've got one of the best minds here. Like,
I mean,
Bogey knows where he saw those wolves. We've got maps now with all of his little. I'm sure there's a puzzle here. And frankly, as an investigative journalist, I figured you're quite apt to it. So I'm just leaning on your strengths, man.
and
Apparently mine is still getting mauled by a cougar, but
we're looking for a knife now, so we know it's a knife.
Is Carter still recovering from cougar mauling?
I think so.
I think
yeah,
so,
like-
yeah,
Are
I'm
you,
still. He said
in a
that he
boot or
recovered
something?
until like
You were going to recover. I
Thursday.
think it was going to be one more day. So I think after today you will have recovered.
Yeah,
I think
Olympics.
today
you
was
said it was
Wednesday.
like you said it was like Thursday, Friday, right before we headed up into the mountains. That it'd be fully healed.
Right.
Yep. But anyways, you're right. So it's a knife. It's a knife that is somewhere out there, probably with him. One of these trails might have something. We just, like I said, it's a puzzle.
I mean, if we want to go with that, or he's dead and there's a knife out in the wilderness somewhere. I mean,
Either way, the knife is our goal, right? And if we find a body,
that is the goal.
alive
Yes.
or dead, we can help her out.
That's true. I guess we will bring her closure one way or the other.
hey, we're either triumphant heroes or
No. We are what we
we're
are.
us. All right.
Oh.
Let's, if you wouldn't mind, just text Quinn and see if he wouldn't mind printing these off while he's at work.
I mean, it's like 7 at night. I'm assuming Quinn doesn't work that hard.
I'm home.
That's why I said he can print them off at work, not while he's at work.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Chicken parm tonight. Sound good to you?
Sounds great.
All right.
It is Tuesday after all. Tuesday's chicken parm night. So
I didn't realize we made it at night.
Chicken parm Tuesday.
I'm just saying, it sounds like
They make a great couple.
They really do. I just assumed the camp kids were always together. But yeah, we need to head back up there.
So, what is the plan for the evening?
chicken
And it could
parm.
just be, evening's done. We'll pick it up tomorrow. But
Yeah, chicken parm.
chicken parm. Oh,
They're
I
having-
know that
they're having
the
chicken
meal
parm.
plan for at least 2 of you is chicken parm.
I mean, right?
So Bogey and Sylvia did some messaging, but Sylvia's mostly spending the night reading. She's took my other knack this session, by the way.
Okay.
So she's reading, just crushing through some books, and she's got books on wolves, just whatever wolves. I mean,
Okay.
A healthy dose of, just like scientific stuff and just, whatever, even like fiction, Panthers, El Magre, local history, survival. So she's just got like stacks. If somebody mentions a knife, she'll like, check out a book on knives and just start reading.
I
So she's,
assume that first snack.
yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So, and then we're saying we just got to get back to the mountain and find those wolves and be with the wolves.
There you go. Just be with the wolves. That's all you gotta do. Easy peasy.
But I'm gonna know about wolves. I'm gonna have a wealth of information.
You will have a wealth of information about wolves. Wolf habits.
I'll read like 5 books.
Wolves.
I may pause and watch like Dances with Wolves and
Yeah.
like
Right. That way you can be with the wolves and know how to be with the wolves. If you watch the
Bear
movie,
Man, the Bear Man, the documentary, she watches that.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Jane Goodall. She'll read a little Jane Goodall.
What?
Well,
that apes. But it's all right.
Oh yeah, apes, wolves.
But it's still
there's-
being,
there's
right? It's still
being,
being with the
that's
apes, being
right.
with the
Yeah.
wolves. It's
Yeah.
the same. But apparently both of those took some time. So, but I'm sure you guys will be faster. Okay. So yeah, Sylvia is reading up tonight, and yeah, you will learn plenty about wolves, plenty about the area. Did anybody mention a knife yet?
I was just about to say we're looking for a knife, by the way.
That's pretty broad. I mean, you can read a lot about knives, I'm sure.
Yeah, no. So I'll probably check out that book and like bring that book in my backpack.
It looks like this.
Like,
And you said
necessarily.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So then,
with that,
Oh,
Sylvia.
Groove enters chat.
No. Sylvia, roll intellect plus occult.
Ooh.
we got any momentum? I'm gonna burn it all.
It is all burnt
All right,
already.
we're gonna get
No,
momentum then.
You
I
guys
used
have
it.
no momentum.
I used that
All
on the
right,
cougar
I do
scare.
this.
That was pretty big.
That was major throwdown time.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Do it. I remember how to do it.
Hey.
There we go. That's
Pretty
a
good.
start.
That's pretty good. So I mean, as soon as you see it, you recognize that, you've been doing some reading on occult and what have you. Like, this is definitely something in that vein. Like, you only read it academically, like, because it's interesting, but like this picture definitely falls into the vein of the occult. Looking at it, you think, the way the handle is drawn, it's probably bone wrapped in something.
I would
probably
recognize the
leather.
bone. I might even recognize what bone it is.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you might. I mean, it's not that good of a picture. It's kind of shaped more like a kukri, with the hook in it, but it's jagged in places, almost like it's stone. So, like, this type of thing would be super old if it's drawn correctly. Then this is something that would be super old and kind of in the occulty area. So that'll help narrow down your search.
My
on
book
knives.
search.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
It's not just knives you're looking for, but occult type.
I'll dive into that one in the next day or whatever. Library's closed for the night, but
Right, of course.
you can search the digital. I'll put the order in.
To Quinn?
I mean,
To the library.
the library. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the digital search for get a stack of a few.
Okay.
And I'll bring them on our camping trip.
Sounds good. All right. So yeah, what are we doing for anything else rather that we're doing for the evening?
I think I had already been doing like a little bit of research on like weird happenings around the mountains. So now,
Right, that's right.
Yep. So now depending on what I've got there, now that I kind of know what the knife looks like, and now that I have sort of the map, I'll use that to like go back over and look at locations that seem more likely based on the map, and also work in like knives and what I can glean from this knife about like when it might be from, where it might be from.
Okay, so
kind of thing.
so doing some coding to refine the algorithm that you'd written the other night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. And so yeah, that should help with both the speed of the searching and ideally, narrowing it down to something better. Because like you get home from work and you see, okay, how's it going? And there's a lot of reports. Like it would be a lot to go through. But hopefully that'll help narrow it down within the next day.
Cool.
Gotcha. And Carter, I mean, the maps are just so looking at the maps and seeing if any of them are start close to her. Yeah, I mean, there is one that starts close to, but I mean, you guys kind of started near a path in the first place.
Right.
So, the maps are pretty well marked up with trails and camping spots. And camping spots that, with the number of them, you would assume aren't necessarily on the normal like trail maps that you might
Right.
buy in the store. But there's a lot on the map. But yes, you can find a trail near where you guys went in. Or
Perfect.
rather, where you all went in.
Yeah. Just kind of highlight that and point it out to Dash and just.
Sorry.
Wow, that's impressive.
I was sort of setting that one up. I was like, put on a T for him.
Yeah. No one wants that.
Okay. Anything else for? I think it was actually Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night, so Wednesday's chicken parm.
Right.
All right.
No,
good.
this is Tuesday night.
I thought it was Wednesday night. I thought. Oh well.
No, it was
no.
Tuesday night. We
You're
met
right.
with her on Tuesday night.
Oh yeah, that's
Right, because it was Monday that you guys went to that. So you're right. So yeah, anything else
Yeah,
for
chicken
Tuesday?
parm
It is chicken
Tuesday.
parm night. I should have known.
I made a note.
perfect.
That's even
I'm
better.
making a note too.
A chicken parm night. I made that in the notes actually. So.
Perfect.
It's not every week. It's just like every other week,
Right.
Oh. I need to
Yeah.
go change my notes then.
Just
All
like
Please do. Please do.
Yeah.
All right, we all good for Tuesday night then?
Yep.
All right. So I mean, got the rest of the week for, whatever else you want to do. I don't know if there's at any point you all want to get together and converse or what else you might plan.
Well, since no one else was invited for Chicken Parm Tuesday,
I invited you to come watch a movie. I'm watching the road.
I'm in on that also. Like,
What's that?
Hey, you want to Cormac and chill?
Are you watching movies with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and I read books while I watch movies, which is weird.
Oh man, you're one of those people. Oh.
And she's like burning through that book.
And I like finish a book mid movie and then pick another one up.
Yeah.
oh man.
No, I'm bringing over some snacks and.
No man.
My productivity's going down.
Oh,
We're watching movies.
But I get my occult goes up though.
Wednesday is, yeah.
You got a temporary point of a cult while Bogey's
Wednesday is
helping
brownie.
you.
Wednesday is brownie night, apparently.
Yeah,
That
what
gives a
else
whole new meaning to Cormac and chill. Come on.
There you go. But yeah, what else are we doing over these next couple of days and nights?
As I said, I'm just going to investigate like exotic weapons, especially like in the area.
Okay.
If there is such a thing, if there's such a market for them, whether it would be pawn shops or whether it would just be like go to your library and do some research or, anything like that.
We'll see who checks out the books first. We roll.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, but I would think like yours is more like connected to like the occult, and mine is just more connected to like what's in the area, more of a general knowledge type thing. Because I don't have
probably
any,
would go more that route. Yeah, once I got that.
I don't have any. Unless you tell me it's connected to the occult, and then when you say that, I'm like, hey, I have 1 dot in occult. I think I know what that means. I mean, so it's
I've
not
got
like
twice as many dots as you.
yeah. So I was like, you stick to that. I'll just stick to general knowledge. So
I'm gonna take some time when I'm at work on campus. I assume there's a campus like print shop.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go get like a nice, good size print made of the maps. Not 8.5 by 11, but something big enough to make it
Yeah,
nice and legible.
yeah. Worth looking at.
Yep.
Okay, that's easy enough to do on Wednesday.
You just claim you're fixing it, and like you need to run some test prints to make sure it's working properly, and then.
Nah, I can do it. I'll just do it legitimately.
Yeah, like they're not that concerned with
No,
that.
it's just a map. Like whatever. I'm just interested in
Yeah.
maps. I'm gonna do
I mean,
some
at least-
hiking.
At least that printer is getting used.
Yeah, like they probably don't get a ton of business.
No. And if they do, it's for something stupid for the fraternity.
Yeah.
So
And there's probably I'm sure there's like a staff rate.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll pay.
And you just got a $500 coin, so like
right. All
good.
sorts, I got all sorts of cash. I'm flush with cash.
Right? And after the last job you guys finish, like, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine.
I can spring for a little
Okay.
print job.
Yeah, that's right. That's even laminate it if you wanted to.
Well, I might laminate.
Okay. What about Carter and Bogey?
I've been taking the time to just kind of heal up. So just kind of resting around and just not really doing that much. Just kind of sitting there, just kind of reading different things.
Okay. Getting over the limp.
He's got a target on the wall with a cougar face in the middle of it. He's just,
Didn't we buy like a cougar like target like
Oh no, it's so yeah.
like a full size
Oh,
cougar
that's right.
target?
No, it's not a full size one. It's just actually, yeah, I guess it probably would. Well, it depends. That one cost a lot of money. That was like $500.
Oh, you got it.
yeah, we got paid.
Well, no,
Worth it.
I just got an apartment. Come on.
Right. Gotta pay rent.
I make rent. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Does Bogey stop her when she puts Avatar in next?
Avatar.
The sci-fi version of Dances with Wolves.
Logie brings over like some John Muir documentaries.
Oh, John
I mean,
Muir.
this one's a classic. What are you talking about, Bogey?
Gonna subject you to John Muir.
John Muir, we can do that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But all right.
So going through Wednesday and getting into Wednesday evening, and Sylvia, you doing your research in particular, go ahead and do another occult plus intellect, and you'll have an enhancement on this one from your academics. There you go. That's good. So digging into these different books, you're digging into everything else as well. Kind of getting sense of the area, sense of wolves. We can go back to that. But when you go and research more about the dagger, you're realizing that this is the style, from what you can tell, is related to Central American make and rituals. This particular weapon, like, you're not seeing it show up anywhere. Like, it's not showing up in anything related to any museums that it could have possibly come from. Like, you're not seeing this specific image, but you are seeing it being connected to Central American and therefore more likely Aztec or Mayan make.
I'm gonna need more books.
So, I mean, yeah. If you, I mean, of course, yeah. You always need more books.
I'm gonna get those books next.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
Johnny, you were researching more generally I'm trying to remember. You were researching more generally, right? Knives in the area?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me, because this would probably be more in the academic realm, academic approach. Roll
That was
academic.
what I was going for.
I figured. Academic plus intellect, if that makes sense. And you'll add an enhancement from your information gathering.
All right. Roll. Oh,
It's not bad.
Sylvia took all the good books.
She did actually take all the good. It's not that there aren't books there. Like,
Library at my house right now.
Can I get this book? No, it's checked out. Can I get this book? No, it's checked out. Can I get this book? No, it's checked out.
Actually, they were all just checked out yesterday. Actually, like 5 minutes ago. I thought I saw Sylvia. No, so yeah, doing a little bit of research. You are seeing, plenty of things about knives in the area. The closest thing that you can kind of get to is, Native American make, but it's not quite right. Like, looking at the image and comparing it to some of the makes of, images or artifacts that we have, it doesn't quite match the same kind of thing. So, I mean, obviously, whatever this is, assuming that, the real thing, it's old. But probably not from this area. Looking at the older type of artifacts that would potentially be found in this area.
Okay.
Now I gotta
I gotta look on this.
I think we might all need these and wear them at the same time.
Is this the second link? I haven't looked at that one yet.
God.
Oh yeah. No, this is the kind of shirt my mother would definitely get me. Baby, would you still love me if I wore this shirt? She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no.
That's all in how you wear it, right?
That is how you wear it. Yeah. I think I could pull it off. I could pull it off.
Oh man,
She thinks
that
I
thing's
could pull
awesome.
it off.
That's pretty amazing.
I feel like there's a certain segment of population of kids I would really connect with at my school if I wore that shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to connect with them though.
Quinn. Don't worry, you'll do really well at this one. So as you got these maps blown up and you've kind of put them out around the room and you're taking a closer look at them. Go ahead and roll. I think it would be, actually, it's not going to matter for you. Either cunning in academics or cunning in survival.
Okay. Oh yeah, that super doesn't matter.
That doesn't sound good.
He's just trying to build our momentum so before we get to the mountains.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
You
help.
should have used your other skill. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, look at that!
He
What?
botched
You
getting
did
a
it as
momentum.
well as
Like
I
a
did.
So what you are getting, I mean, this is, completely untrained, right? Like you're just taking a look at it. You feel like there's got to be some type of pattern here. And like you're used to patterns, but you're used to patterns like in code and online. Like there's something here. It's beyond you, but you can recognize there's got to be something deeper here now that you've got it blown up and you can really take a deeper look at it. What? I don't know. That's outside your field, but
Yeah.
How do you have a
Maybe-
0 in academics, Quinn? How are you an IT guy?
Look,
He's a techie.
I know computers.
Yeah.
I know
knows
computers
computers
really
very
I
well.
was gonna say you just said it right there. You're an IT guy. Come on.
I mean, but
Look,
for a university,
I learned
you
by
don't need to have strong academics to be in IT.
no, I learned by figuring this stuff out.
Right.
you just
learn
hack all your
to learn.
grades to like pass your classes and.
Well, I mean,
actually-
it's all under technology, right? So like he doesn't have to be strong academically to be strong technologically and then get through all his tech classes. I got your back. You don't need
never studied.
No,
Never study. Nope.
Nope.
Why would you study? Just, do it.
Yeah, like when your final is
And
like
most of them are like a project.
yeah, like if your
like-
final's like code this thing. Okay.
Yeah. Make this robot do this thing.
All right, I can do that.
Done. All right. Well, then that generally is Wednesday, leading us into Thursday. Like little
Gotta love
plushies.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Nice. You're getting in the right headspace for your enemies.
And that
The
sets off.
wolves are not our enemies. The wolves are not our enemies.
That sets off the whole episode of where Desh and Carter disagree about where the plushy wolf and cougar go, and then the apartment. Like they don't go on the coffee table, and it's just it leads from one thing to the other. Yeah.
Is the dining room table fine? The kitchen table? Like, come on.
Just saying, I put my feet on the coffee table, and then it kicks them over. They're just in the way. So.
Fine.
Look, I know that Bogey is the right person to give these maps to.
Yep. Thursday morning. This is the text everybody
But
gets.
man, I hate it. I know that it's the right. I know that's right. It's like you need somebody to find a pattern in some maps. Obviously, it's Bogey.
Unless
wish-
he's going to be rolling cunning
wish-
academics. I don't know if that is bogey.
Yeah, what does map reading fall under?
Survival.
For Quinn, it didn't matter. He was just rolling cunning.
No.
This is the worst possible
I
outcome.
mean, it's cunning. But if it's survival, yeah, not so much. And it's Friday. We all have 37 texts from Bogey going, Quinn, Quinn, Quinn.
So rude.
Yeah, Quinn's definitely that friend.
Ugh.
Yeah, all right.
The whole season, man. Wait, I look at Carter. Were those the same maps that you sent to Quinn?
Yes, those are the
Wait.
same maps.
You didn't just send them to everybody?
No, I sent them to him so he could print them off. I figured we were going to meet up by now, but I guess I'm an ass.
Oh, by the way, Carter, your bruised condition is gone.
All right.
Which means the tension pool goes up by 1.
Attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime any of you guys heal, the tension builds.
I like that.
I like it.
Carter, we're never gonna get anything solved if we have to wait for these guys with their day jobs.
Well, I've also been trying to get over, and I finally feel better. So, do you want to make a trip up and see what Bogey's up to?
That's our best option?
It's an option. If you've got something better, man, throw it at me right now.
No, it's been like 3 days since I've seen Bogey, so why not go and have our universe turned upside down? Come on.
All right, can we at least get coffee?
Sure.
All right, perfect.
As long as you buy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds absolutely about right.
Oh, that was my cutscene to the commercial.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you guys pick up some coffee, possibly a third coffee. I don't know. And then head over to Bogey's while Quinn and Sylvia do the day job thing.
Bogey, I got you this chai tea. I mean,
solid, man. Like, that's so thoughtful.
next round's on you, Dash. I told you.
Oh, right. Next round's on me.
Oh, and Bogey, before they get there, Quinn drops off the maps. I don't know if you guys have any interaction other than
Brief.
Kara maps.
A brief one.
Like, what are you thinking, Quinn? Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's something going on in these.
really?
I don't know, like, yeah. I don't get it. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm not used to look. I look at numbers and letters and symbols and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta just like look at the spaces. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like there's something to find out here that's gonna help us. I just don't know what it is, but maybe if you stare at them for a little while, you'll get it.
I feel yeah.
So yeah, I printed them all out. I made them nice and big, so hopefully that'll work.
Saul, like I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I guess just whatever you find will help us out on the weekend, and
we're gonna walk the wolves. Like we're gonna be with them. They're gonna be with us.
Yeah, I mean maybe the map will help get us there. I guess.
Yeah, and Sylvia, like she's tapped into it. Like she's the guide. She got us there. She'll get us there again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck with the maps.
Man, like good luck to you.
Thanks. I'm gonna go to work.
I love it.
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
You got a little time to set up the maps.
Yeah.
Set up the maps kind of however you want to when Carter and Dash come in with the chai tea.
So we see these maps laid out like on a table or something.
I don't know how
He has
Bogey.
them on the floor and he's got everything pushed away from it.
That's what I figured.
And he's got he has some actual equipment out. Like you see that there's several different scales out and some protractors and things. He's got everything aligned to magnetic declination.
Isn't there like an app for that?
What?
Never mind.
Like,
Do you? Here's some chai tea. Here's some chai tea.
oh man, yes, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, Quinn. I hate to say it, but Dash bought it.
Wait, I did.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks.
yeah.
Thanks, Dash. That's solid. Like, so Quinn says that there's a pattern in this. So I think we just got to like open our mind to this pattern, and then we'll see it. I've been looking. I think that I've been like looking too hard, and maybe we need to just like step back. You know?
I take a step back.
So like look and see if you see it.
I'll stare intently at the maps.
No,
So
not stare. Like look and see it.
Three dudes
I'm-
looking at maps.
yep.
So Bogey, where did we enter, and where did you find the wolves with Sylvia?
All right. So I have where our where we parked the truck
Mhm.
already pinned. And I have our campsite pinned, and I have the cliffs pinned. Could I pin where the wolf tracks were?
Good estimate. Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can pin a good estimate of where it was along the stream you were going up, and then a good estimate of where you actually nearly sort of
Encountered wolves.
half encountered the wolves. Chase them
We
off.
encountered a wolf.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but you encountered it.
So like that's where we were. But like, is that where we need to be? Because we need to find the wolves. But like, what if that path isn't the only path, and we need to find some other way? Right? Like, the wolves are there.
Now, are you speaking like?
Like the confluence.
Oh, okay. So we're talking like bogey right now. Okay. I don't know if you're actually meant literally like we need to find the path, or if you were talking like bogey, like we need to find the path. Like,
Yeah, both. It's a path,
right.
like a physical way. But it brings us to where we need to be. Like,
Yeah.
that's where Hansa Kurdi is.
You mean his body? I agree. It's in there somewhere.
Nah,
Yeah.
he thrives.
I mean, right. I mean, he's fertilization for the ground over 3 years. I mean, he probably is thriving right now.
Like, you're not gonna see anything. All right, we gotta try though. You gotta try and open your mind a little bit. Like,
Oh, right. We're opening our mind. Sorry. I'll assume the position of opening my mind.
So over the course of the next hour or two, or at least 30 minutes to an hour, anybody can help anybody else. Just got to decide who's doing the main and who's helping in whatever way. Survival is the skill, and I'd say any of the mentals would work: intellect, cunning, or resolve for rolling. So who's doing the main role and who is helping?
That'd be good. Would be a main.
All
I feel
right.
like it makes sense.
I would help.
I'll help as well.
Okay. So yeah, roll the appropriate survival plus whatever mental you want. And Bogey, you're already going to have a +1 from your
Oh, really?
from your athletics,
Okay.
because that fits in.
Yeah.
All right. So as long as you roll at least one success, you're covered.
It's good because I rolled 0. So,
That's actually very
Oh.
appropriate.
but I
Yeah,
rolled it
that is-
straight. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes,
5.
you did.
So
That's
beat
pretty good.
that.
I got some successes.
You got okay. That's a good number of successes,
So
and then +3.
clearly Carter is like really opening his mind to helping, and Dash just standing there drinking his coffee, like, oh yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah, he's probably over there. Yep, yep.
Bogey's at like just the right height and is cruising.
So you're taking some time, and it does take you a while. It'll take an hour or two to really map everything out, because this is a lot of notes, and you've done the same kind of thing where you'll kind of note your trips and what have you, and so you can kind of easily pick out, like, the first things you pick out are paths that he really preferred to travel, both from the notes but also from some how often he leaves those paths, so like paths that he often travels, and then go sightsee, what have you. As you continue to search around, you start to figure out what is a little more recent and what's a little older. It's not, it's not clear, like, okay, yeah, this was right before he disappeared, and oh yeah, this was his very first trip. But that general sense of, this area seems a little bit different. As you start piecing together and trying to get a better idea of how is this all connected, it's strange because it doesn't point to a particular area. Like, you consider any number of things, like where did he go, where didn't he go, to kind of get an idea of where maybe he would be that would be different from where he's been, because obviously, as you said last time, where he's been is not where he's going to be, because why would he be there? Everybody already looked there. But there's too many holes for it to be like a quick weekend search. You feel like there's something deeper here that isn't quite captured from these images. And that's a little weird. But, like, the image isn't the map. Like, the map is the map. This is just an image of the map. That's not the same. Right? You're like,
Even our story guide is starting to talk like Bergie.
I'm trying to do his inner, I'm trying to do his inner monologue. So you are recognizing a pattern of what's missing, and therefore some places to search. But it's like a dozen places that you could kind of pick out and be like, all over this mountain, this could be where he is, because that's where he wasn't. And then that weird feeling that this isn't the map.
All right.
That matter, but it's a fact.
Flat, like, this is flat, like, this is and what we need is, we need the thing, we need the actual artifact. Like, we need the map. We can't have like a image of the map, because the image isn't the map. The image is an image, and so we need the map so that we can see where he is going to be. Because this is full of holes, and this is flat. What we need is deep.
So the maps that I was looking at were definitely just like your standard maps, not like a topographical map.
No, you know how, like, if you listen to a record and you listen to a CD, the same thing, like, it's not the same. Like, one's flat and the other one's like deep, and we need the map. We can't have this flat image. This is missing things. This has to be missing things because it's full of holes.
You mean we need to go back up there, is what you're saying?
Back up to the mountain? No, like, we need to get to the map.
But that is the map.
No, like, this is a picture, this is a facsimile. Like, this isn't the map, this is just there's a representation of it. We need the thing.
So there's a missing code from the map?
I don't know, like, it's just, this would make a lot more sense if this was the thing instead of just a picture of the thing, like, this isn't it. This isn't quite it. Even then, like, yeah, like, yeah.
Not really, but
but, like, it's the confluence. You can feel it pulling, right? Like, we've got to go to the
mountain.
Go to the map. No, we gotta go to the map.
We're at the map.
before we go to the mountain. We're not. We are not. There.
Map.
So what you're saying is you want to be able to hold his map.
Yes.
Got it. I should have just
Yeah.
grabbed the map when I had the chance.
Wait.
What?
It's a picture of what is the difference?
The difference is that
Exactly.
Bogey
What is the
feels he
difference?
can see something. Bogey, point to whatever you're thinking of and try explaining it again for me.
So, like, all the places that the search party was is where they were, but he wasn't there, which doesn't mean he's not there. It just means he wasn't in those places. And so he has to be someplace else. And these maps are full of holes. And those holes, like, those are just like gaps. We need to fill the gaps. We need to fill the gaps by looking at the real map, and we'll get better information that way. Like, we just have to do it. Like, doesn't that make sense? Like, we've got to do it. We've got to fill the pool. We've got to go with it. It's a confluence.
So this might be presumptuous, but if we went to the mountains, to
No.
one of these areas that's missing the hole, would that work too?
Missing a hole is exactly what we need to do. Like, right now we have all these holes, and we need some of those to go missing. Like, I just don't like. I've been wanting to go to the mountain until I've seen these maps, but we need to go to the map before we go to the mountain.
You're saying that you want to go back to Sarah Curdy's house and like say, hey, we're here to again trounce upon your pain of 3 years and take this map from your basement.
We don't want to take. Yes, and then we need to go to their house.
Right. That's what I just said. We're gonna go
No,
to
we
their house.
gotta take the map. We're not trouncing on her pain. We're like walking with her struggle.
I mean, that's your way to look at it. I don't know if that's the way she's gonna feel it.
But maybe
She's a desperate woman searching for answers, and we visited her 2 days ago now, and she thought we were going to have answers, and we had no answers for her. And now we're going to show back up 2 days later with more no answers.
No, like we've got all this information now. We've got all this
How much information? Please tell me what information we have. Please tell me.
So Bogey starts going through the notes and the maps and explaining things to Dash as they're laid out in the notes and the maps.
Yeah, and I mean, as he's going through it and he's explaining, like, you know, it's a Bogey explanation, so parts of it don't make sense, and you're of course skeptical, and like you're already in that place. But like,
right.
as he's going through it, like you're used to, you know, finding patterns as well, right? You just weren't super interested when we started with this, but as he starts getting into it, like you start recognizing what he's talking about with the holes. You know, at first you're like actual holes, what is he talking about? But like then you start recognizing, okay, like he's talking about, you know, Hamza had this pattern of where he would go both for traveling paths and for staying places. You're starting to see what he's talking about, and if you I guess rather open yourself up to it, yes, you start to see, okay, yes, like this area over here I guess would be like a negative space where he's never really been, and he wouldn't really go because it doesn't fit in the pattern of everything else he's done. And that, yes, there's probably a bunch of these holes in his normal patterns where maybe he could be. I mean, his body and the dagger.
Right.
Right.
So
Like, does that make sense now? Like, do you get it?
I still don't understand how the map is going to help you with that, though. Why don't we just go to these places?
Because the map is real.
But
Like, huh.
what you're saying is right, and what I think Desh is getting at is, if we go to that place, can we fill in the hole? Can we see something?
There are so many though. Like, we can't go through all of those. And then hope to get there first. Like, we gotta get that. We've got to get the real thing. We've got to get the real thing so we can really interpret the real thing, and ideally in its real location, like where Hansa wrote the map with the map. And then we put ourselves in that space with that object to figure out those spaces and those holes. Like, this is how it works.
This is how what works.
Lost him.
You had him and then you lost him.
Right.
I told you, Jean Baudrillard. He's been reading French rhetorical theorists. I'm convinced. He doesn't even know what's real anymore, man.
I love it.
Oh,
The media. It's because of the media.
all right. So
That's so on the nose.
so let's just play devil's advocate here, Yogi Bogey. If we go and grab a map,
That map.
that map, which picture of which map?
Like all
Yeah,
of them.
like you need all of them. Like you need the map, like the maps.
I'm regretting not just going ahead and asking if I could have just taken them.
Why? It's the that.
It's the same reason I got mauled by a cougar, because with just whatever forces are at work here, it's
You got mauled by a cougar because you went to a cougar's cave. That's why you got mauled by a cougar. That's what happens when you go to a cougar's cave. You know what happens when you look at a map, you see what's on the map, and you see it doesn't matter whether you have the physical map or a picture of a map. It's still a map.
which hole is there then? Which hole is calling you? Or sorry, which hole is appealing to you? Which area makes the most? Not you. Talking to Desh. Hold on. Which area makes the most sense to you, Dash? Like if this is a puzzle, we're dealing with a 1,000-piece puzzle and we've got 40% of the puzzle missing. Where do you want to start? What makes the most sense?
There's not a spot that there's a number of spots, and like I'm sure actually Bogey didn't mention. I mean, maybe you'd have to keep looking at it to get to the dozen or so that Bogey found. You just you're starting to recognize some,
Right.
and you know there's more. But there's not one so far. There's not one that stands out.
I am in full agreement that there are patterns here that we need to figure out. I just don't understand how taking hold of a map is going to like solve the problem. That's Johnny speaking his Desh's mind here. Like, you know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, like
what Bogey's saying makes no sense. Like, why would
patterns make sense? Why do we need the map? It's right there on the map. We can see it. It's right there. Why do we need the actual why do we need the physical map? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it's just more Bogey malarkey.
Right. Which will end up being right, of course. So I I don't know. Like, there's a number of them. What does that say? Malarkey.
No malarkey. Sorry, no malarkey.
There's dozens of them. How is the map going to help him figure this out, though? Like the actual map, he has the map, right? That is the map.
That's why I was asking you what. That's what I was talking about the other day.
I'll randomly pick a place then.
Okay, yeah, you randomly pick a place.
Okay. That place. Bogey, how do you feel about that place?
I don't feel anything about it. Like we can't just guess at it. Like we have to find the path. We have to find the path between the spaces. Like that's what we're doing here, isn't it?
Somebody's sipping their coffee here, thinking, sip the chai. Forget about the wolves.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Right, because I'm pretty sure we did that the first time, right?
Yeah.
Sylvia and I found the path, though.
Well, then maybe we need Sylvia here to interpret whatever it is.
Yeah. You've got that right. Like, let's get her. We need her.
It's like noon.
I'm at work.
How
Yeah.
fast can we go get
I'll
those
text.
maps and get into his old house and take a look at them, like in the space where he made them?
I actually, what did you just say? Sorry, you broke up on me. I lost you.
Me?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm sorry, I lost you.
I said, how fast can we get over there and get those maps and get to the place where he wrote them in his house? Because we need to.
He even lives in his old house.
I don't know, but I don't think that that's important. Like, we just need
That's kind of important.
You mean over to Sarah Curdy's house where she has all this stuff?
She doesn't live in the same house that he wrote the maps. And we're not going to be able to probably. No, hang on, but we're not going to be able to get into the house unless you're planning on another entering.
But, like, what if they just let us in?
They're not going to just let us in.
Why not?
Have you smelled you recently?
Man, like, I showered this morning.
He did.
Close enough.
Don't wait. Hold on. So you think we should go to the old house from 3 years ago
With maps.
with these maps right here?
No.
You mean the originals?
With the maps, not the pictures.
This. I take my phone and I start dialing Sarah Curdy's number.
Okay.
And I see if she answers. She's probably at work, but you know.
Yeah, it goes to voicemail.
Perfect time to break in.
Shut up, Sylvia.
You're not here.
Just I'm the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah, shut up. She's at work because apparently that's what people do during the day. She, oh my God. I can call her back this evening. And then I noticed after I've done that there's a whole bunch of text on my phone now. Sorry, looking at what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are not breaking into this woman's house, I say as soon as I read that.
No.
I love all the text chains.
I can't follow what Bogey wrote out.
I can't either, but I love it for that.
What? Is this song lyrics? Is
Those
this...
are song lyrics, yes.
Okay.
See, yeah, so this evening, if that's, oh my God, if that's really what if we really need the maps.
We do.
So here's the thing. We don't know the people that live in his old house. So if you want to try to get in there, we're gonna have to figure out who they are. We're gonna have to go and ask them. And then when they look and they see 4 random dudes and a woman in scrubs trying to get into their house, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's just not going to end well.
That's
Right?
That's the part of this you think is not going to end well?
No. There's other parts that I don't think are going to end well. It's just that I'm just spitballing here, and hang on, I need fresh air.
Anybody want a snack? Like,
Dash realizes he and Bogey are alone in the same room. He's like, shit. You.
yeah. But like you see it, right? Like you don't want to see it, and you see it. Like you see it.
No,
reluctantly.
I see a pattern. Yes, I see there's a pattern there. I see it. I just
See
I don't-
them.
no, I see there's a pattern deciphered by a map. Why are we? What's the difference?
You of all people know the benefit of a primary source.
But it's a picture of a primary source.
Exactly. It's a picture.
It's not like there's a hidden code inside of it. It's not like you flip it over and the answer's on the back.
Did you look at the back?
I did look at the front. This is Carter did this.
So how can you say that with confidence?
Did you look at it when the moon was in just the right spot?
But,
You see it now, don't you?
no, I see the pattern you're talking about. I don't see how us getting a hold of the physical map is going to help. Is going to tell us any different than what we can already see.
Once we have the map, then you'll see it.
Desh, I get the sense that you are conceding that there's no point in this conversation.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
he's
I have
trying,
no doubt.
but he keeps coming back to like that. Yeah, it just doesn't connect for him. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the two of them could have that conversation for a very long time.
Right.
Well, we can fast
And
forward
Bogey is
to.
at the right part of stoned to have that conversation all day.
But we can fast forward to this evening when you all can get together. I assume at Bogey's place of business, because that's where the pictures of a map are.
Sure.
Is everybody coming?
Do I need to pick up the tacos on the way, or
Yeah,
Taco Thursday.
absolutely.
Taco Thursday.
so Sylvia will show up and she will have like also just like a gym bag full of books, and Desh you'll recognize several of them as
I
ones
was
you.
looking for that one earlier today.
Yeah, you can have it. That one's there's nothing good in that one. But
Nothing
this
good in
one,
that
this one's a good one. She'll share some of what she's found out as she passes out tacos.
Yeah, and so Sylvia starts. You could share however you want, but I mean, she starts talking about the dagger being related to Central America and being very old, some type of ritual type dagger, maybe. And Johnny or Desh, that matches with
Yeah.
what you'd say. Like, this isn't from here. Oh, yep. That,
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
makes
say
sense.
every once in a while I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I found out too." Yeah, but it would be like every third sentence or something she would say.
Right.
Like, "Oh yeah, right. Yeah. So,
Yeah, and it's nice because given the rest of your conversation today with other people, like,
right.
this is nice. It's
This makes sense.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, you are gathered around the pictures of maps. And Bogey has explained already everything he explained to Desh. So we can pick up from there.
All right. Bogey searches Central America wolves and magic.
Just on the internet?
Yep.
All right.
6,422,987 hits. There are links. There you go.
There's definitely a bunch of hits. Occult plus either, I guess it depends on how, like, are you just trying to like do a quick search or are you taking your time?
Are you searching through my books? Because I've got books on all of them.
No, he's just doing a Google search, I think.
Yeah.
The bag is filled with.
So what'd you say, Mike? Were you just going to do a quick search?
He's doing a quick search and he's going to Wikipedia first.
Go ahead and roll intellect plus occult.
All right.
Johnny, did you just search it and that's what
I
you
did, yeah.
found? I love it.
He's
13
trying to
million.
build some momentum.
I don't know that this is quite critical enough.
Oh yeah.
You don't. There are 13 million results, and you search you try to search Wikipedia. Like, that combination doesn't quite come up. Yeah, I mean, at a quick search, you don't think there's anything there.
Nagules, and so he's going with that.
Say again?
He found nagules, Naguals.
Okay. Nagules.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. So your theory is that this guy, we're going to find something about him somewhere off the paths that he took up into the mountains.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay, so can we break this down in a way that makes sense to try and, work our way up there and hit these on our way up?
No.
Maybe no. Can we just can't we just track our way up the mountain, hitting these
But based on what?
Yeah, I gotta write with me.
like where these, where the wolves were, maybe?
But it's all full of holes. That's why we need the maps.
Okay, that doesn't make a damn bit of sense. You realize that, right? Like, there's nothing on those maps that's not on these maps. This is the same thing. Like, you're not gonna go look at those and magically there's gonna be stuff in the holes. There's nothing there, no matter which version you look at.
Finally, somebody that speaks sense.
But
it's not gonna look any different. You're gonna be looking at the same damn thing. It's not gonna look any different.
Have the real map.
It's gonna look the real map. The real map looks just like this map.
Only it's not laminated.
This is exactly what you will see when you look at the real map.
There's holes in between all the points
Yeah,
here.
and then there's going to be holes in between all the points on the real map too.
No, I mean like
It's gonna
between
be
all
the
the
same-
dots. It's made out of dots.
You understand?
You
that
see?
this is
You see?
an exact
See?
replica of the other map, right? Like you understand
It's a
that,
replica,
right?
You're right.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
that means it's exactly the same. Exactly.
No.
Yes, that's what a
Because if
replica
it were
is.
exactly the same, then it wouldn't be a replica.
That's a replica. It's an exact copy. An exact
There's
copy.
no such thing as an exact copy, man. Like, you know this.
This is an exact copy. Dude, there's
But-
nothing. There's no missing information on these
You
from the
see,
other
'cause
ones.
it's missing.
No, there's no missing information on
There's
these
no-
as compared to the other ones.
Space between everything.
No, there's no look. There's no look. Look at this. Okay. This is what you will see if you go to this woman's house and look at the one that's in her house. You will see those same spaces. And so if you can't make sense of this, you're not going to make sense of what you see there. And
I
you're
wanna
just
see
bothering this
those
woman for
spaces.
nothing.
I'm gonna see those spaces, and then those spaces will have a context that these spaces don't, because that's the map, and this is a replica.
Okay, then what I want you to do is you take this map that you're looking at right here and take
Yeah.
it somewhere else and look at it and see if that different context shows you anything different. Because when
But
it
this
doesn't,
still isn't the map.
because
This is
when
not
it
the
doesn't,
map.
you realize
Like,
that what
this
you're
isn't
saying
that.
is bullshit.
This is only like it.
Looking at the map in a woman's living room is not going to make any difference.
I agree. That's why we have to take it to the house.
No, that doesn't make any difference either. It's not going to make any difference.
But like
Look,
you
if you
say
don't,
that, like,
if you can't see the
But
pattern, you can't see the
look,
pattern.
When it's the
It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out some other way.
no, like this is the way.
This is not the way. Maybe I don't know. I might be able to do some kind of like visual machine
Sylvia,
learning something to make
see,
sense of it.
do you see the pattern?
I'm looking for the pattern during this conflict.
Like, Quinn and Bogey are like having this, and I'm like over there just looking
I'm
at the
trying to
map
figure out
and
what side I'm
like,
on.
Do you see the pattern?
Yeah, so, I mean, eventually. So yeah, Sylvia, same kind of thing. Like as they're talking about it, and as Boogie like went through and described, and and Desh, agreed like to certain points about the missing pieces. Yes, you're able to start putting those pieces together. Of like, okay, yes, I'm starting to see the missing spots where he wouldn't naturally go. It doesn't fit in with everything else.
These guys are just verbalizing my inner conflict right now of yeah, going back and forth. So yeah. So I think Bogey's winning.
Have a brownie.
You earned a brownie.
Quinn is definitely winning.
Those are called brownie points.
Those are called brownie points.
Is that a game mechanic? Did I not read that? Brownie
Yep,
points.
that's
How
a
does
game
that work?
mechanic you missed.
Does that give me dots?
It gives you temporary dots in a cult.
No, I'm definitely leveling up and putting some brownie points in. After this session.
Yeah, there's a knack that doubles the value of the effect of brownie points. So, where does this conversation end up? I know there's going to be a lot of arguing.
Probably the same place it began, but
I mean, so I would steer us toward like we got to do this. Like
Yes.
Yes, we do.
do what?
Get the map.
No, we got to get
go
back.
get the knife.
Yeah, we have to get back up on the mountain.
If you want to get the knife, then we gotta get that map
Okay.
back.
We
Okay,
have
then
the map.
let's do that.
We don't need to get anything else. We
We
have the
have-
map. It's right here. You can
We
see
have
it.
a map, but we don't have the map.
This is the map.
This is a blanket.
Let's just. It's fine. Boogie, why don't you just go get it
All right.
like tomorrow?
Yeah. I'll get it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like, just get
What
it.
do you mean go get it tomorrow?
Okay, let's go, Sylvia. Can you
No,
drop
no,
dice? I can't.
I mean, you can talk to her.
I will.
And it's like 7, right? It's not too late right now. If any or all of you decided to go over
Sylvia, let's go.
and stomp on her misery or walk with her.
I mean, you think I should?
Struggle.
You think I should join you? I mean, I don't know. All right. Are we cleaning? What's the plan?
Wait, no. This is not happening. Listen. No.
No, but you can just talk to her, like,
Yeah,
and just explain.
They already went and talked to her.
Yeah, they did, but they didn't do it right.
We
They
didn't
didn't
what
do it
right?
right.
Whoa.
We got the maps.
I no, you didn't get the maps. You got pictures of the maps.
This is where we're at. This is what happens
I
when
don't
you.
know. Let's just. If it might help, let's do it because we got to do it.
It's not going to help. It's not going to make any difference. Whatever you
But
can
we
figure
can't
out.
just walk up into the woods and just brute force our way through it.
That's why
Oh, I'm
we
sorry, but I believe that's exactly what we
That is
just
exactly
did.
what we
Yeah.
just.
I've got the wounds to prove it.
Yeah, I know, and
even
it
though they're
didn't-
healed over.
It didn't work.
And remember who insisted on that approach the first time around. Let's not forget. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what is going on this map that we have
No.
and figure out a plan when we go
Yes.
up on the mountain tomorrow night after we're out. This Thursday, right?
Today's yes, it is
Yeah.
Thursday.
Tomorrow when we're done with work, we need to have a plan.
And a map.
We can't bother this woman anymore.
We're
So
not
then don't
bothering.
bother. Just
Okay.
Oh, look, we need to stop prying into this woman's
You know
life.
what? Let's role play. Let's role play. Tell me exactly how you get in and get that map.
I don't know, you either
Dash
ask
isn't
her
gonna
and
sneak
say,
talk
hey,
her in.
we need your map. We're gonna find your husband. We'll let you know. I don't know. What would Bogey would say it?
Yeah, I'll just tell her everything that's happening. Like, I always lead with the truth.
Yes, but your truth might not be her truth. So are you going in there with a batch full of brownies and saying, "Here, we brought you snacks. Take one."
Now Desh, processing through. I mean, because you're good with people. Not that anybody else here is
I
not.
don't know. The evidence is really underwhelming
Like,
in that regard.
It's kind of your shtick. But you recognize, like, all right, let's say we were going to do this. We could easily explain, we've found this pattern. We wanted to get a closer look at the maps. It doesn't need to be that complex, and Bogey probably doesn't need to say anything.
No, like, Bogey wouldn't go. Like, me and Carter would go back. Like, I've already decided that, but we're just to that point of why do we actually need to do this?
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
pointing
Yeah,
out
no,
there
no,
is
I
an
don't.
avenue.
I actually don't think it would be that hard to get the map. I just don't understand why we need to get the map.
Right. No, that hasn't changed since 8:00 this morning.
Yeah.
And Carter's frustrated because he got told that he didn't do a damn good job. So now I'm just touching my gun.
We gotta do it. We gotta whatever. We gotta do what it takes.
So, okay, so you want to go back to this woman's house, this woman who's mourning her lost husband and is desperately
It
hoping
was
that we
3
can find
years
him.
ago.
Oh, well, then I'm sure she's
You
over
didn't
it.
see.
You're a doctor. You actually work with people and tell them when people are dying. You work with people that are in mourning. You're a doctor.
And you're gonna okay,
It's been
and
3 years.
you're gonna tell this woman, and you're gonna tell her that you need to take the maps that her husband made and take them and look at them in the former house that she lived in. You're gonna
I
go
don't
in
know
there
about that
because you gotta
part.
look at them in the context of the room that he
That
fucking made him
that
in.
part. I don't know. That part sounds
This
a
woman's
little.
gonna think, hey,
Lord of the Rings to
one,
me.
She's gonna think that you're batshit crazy if you tell her that. For one thing, she's gonna say, "Oh, I've got 5 batshit crazy people trying to help me out and find my husband. I don't want to tell them anymore because they're nuts."
Well, then whatever. We just take them.
Oh, so now you're gonna steal her husband's things from the woman.
Sure.
Oh, okay, that's
Whatever.
All right, I'm out. I'm done with this. This is nuts. I can't do this with you. Like, this is crazy.
Okay.
We have
yes, it's
everything we
crazy.
need. We don't need to go harass this woman anymore. This is
All right, then don't.
This is nuts.
I don't care how you do it. Just do it.
We don't need to do it. We have everything we need. You just got to
No, we
figure
don't.
out the plan. We got from now until this time, like same time tomorrow, roughly, to figure out a plan. We make a plan. We do it. We get up there. We find what we go, what we're looking for, and we get back down the mountain. And that's it. We got everything we need. Bugging this poor woman's not going to do anything else for us.
Make us so we don't come down the mountain empty-handed.
Oh, that would be a tragedy.
Yeah. But like, we can't just go up there and hope to find the wolves again. Like, they don't really want to be found. It doesn't seem like. And Sylvia found them once, but who's to say she's gonna find them again? And that map's gonna help us do that. So like, why not? Like, why?
Yeah,
why
so
not?
we'll take this map and we'll find the spots where we think maybe the wolves are that match up with the blank spaces on this map,
We need
and we'll
the
go
map.
there.
I
We
thought
have
you
the
just
map.
said that we need the map.
No.
I thought you changed your mind.
No, we have the map. This has got the guy's trails on it that he made.
We
It's
have
got
a
the blank
picture.
spaces. All right, if you can't handle it, I'll go do it. And whoever wants to come with me can come with me. I'll make more copies of this shit. We can go up the mountain and figure it out. And I'm not gonna go bugging some poor woman anymore and make her misery even worse.
We need that map. Like,
Then go get the fucking map and do it your way. I'm going up the mountain tomorrow with this map. Whoever wants to come with me can. If not, I'll do it my fucking self.
I just don't know why you're so mad. Like,
Because you're talking
No,
nonsense
I kinda
bullshit
understand.
all night. Stupid. We
I
don't
kinda
need to bug
understand.
this
I've
woman
been dealing
anymore.
with
We
it
can just
since
go
8.
do it.
What did you say, Carter?
I'm right there with them, but
how can I? I wish there was a way that I could make you show you what I'm seeing.
I don't want to see what you're seeing.
All right, guys. I think we ought to call it for the night. Let's go get some rest. I don't we're past productive. Let's sleep on it.
Are y'all working tomorrow?
Yeah, but I can leave a little early.
I said I'm calling off a bit early so we can get an early start.
Yeah, get up there before
Getting somebody to cover.
before night.
We've got one person booked at 10, and then after that,
I'm sorry, booked for what?
Hmm?
You said you have one person booked at 10 for what? I thought you were in your off season.
Yeah, we've got one person all day. Doesn't mean we're closed. It just means that we're terribly open. Like, this right now is only possible because of the on season. Otherwise, we'd all starve to death.
All right. Meet tomorrow.
All right.
I don't know about this. Like, we've got a lot of holes to fill.
I just walk out.
Yep. I grab a couple tacos out the door.
I just walk out. I'm gonna go to the vehicle.
All right, I am going to steal Johnny for a few minutes.
All right.
So, I mean, Bogey, are we doing it? What are we doing?
I mean, you stayed, so I was going to follow your lead.
I wasn't leaving. I was gonna see what you were thinking.
So the problem is right now that Bogey has been vaping and snacking since like 9 a.m. and it's 7 p.m.
Because it's
So-
the off season.
Because it's the off season. Otherwise, you're gonna starve.
Look, there's just not a lot to do in the off season, you know.
All work and no brownies make Bogey something something.
How do you afford all this? Do you grow it?
What? No, it's not auto, it's
How do you
all
afford
legal.
all this? Do you grow it yourself?
What do you mean? Like,
Where's your hydroponic room?
I mean, it's
No, I
expensive, right?
yeah, but like if you're like, so let's say that you do your doctor, right? Like, and then I needed some medical work done, and you needed to climb some rocks. Then like you would climb some rocks, and I'd get some medical work done.
So, like bartering for goods and services.
Yeah, like I just
Lot
go
of-
out and solve some problems with some friends.
A lot of stoners, rock climbers.
They're stones, man. Like, what do you want?
Guess I never thought of it that way. Is that where the term comes from?
I don't know. Like, I always thought it was like being part of the earth.
I thought it had to do with like your brain, like turning into a stone.
No, like, does your brain feel like a stone?
Well, no, but
See,
people, no, not at all. But when you see
Right.
other people, it looks like their brain's a stone.
but like,
Anyways, so yeah, what are we doing, Bogey? You doing it tomorrow? Are you doing this together?
Oh, are we planning a heist?
I mean, we're planning something.
Okay.
I'm getting a map.
yeah, let's just go get a map.
Well, now, so here's a hiccup. Like, Dash and Carter are the only two that actually have a contact for this woman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, as far as phone and address.
Was Carter? Did Carter leave? Is Carter still around after the other two storm out?
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, because Carter's my ride, so I would have like waited for Carter before everything. I just talked to. So
Yeah.
I mean,
literally, like Desh stormed out. Quinn stormed
Desh
out.
didn't storm out. Desh just walked out. Like
Okay,
he's
Desh
beyond
walked out.
storming out at this
Quinn
point
stormed
with Bogey. He just walks out. Like
Quinn
I
grabbed
just
two
I just
tacos
sat there
and
and listened to you all talk, and then I'm just like, all right, and just got up and walked out.
Wait. Do you can you give us her address?
What do you mean?
Well,
I
like
didn't
just
over there.
what?
I didn't drive over there. I rode over there, and I wink at Bogey and walk out.
What the hell does that mean?
You know the way. It means he knows the way. So you want to ride, Carter?
What are you talking about? I drove here.
Right, but you can ride there.
No.
Okay, then. There you go. All right, so we are generally heading our separate ways for the evening.
No, not Dash and Carter.
Right.
They don't. Oh, maybe that.
Well, they're not. I guess, yeah. They aren't heading. They're heading
No.
the same way.
Yeah, they're the same way. They live together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
and
home.
without revealing too much, I'll say to Carter as we're driving, driving
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
So how do you want to handle that?
Lunch break?
I was thinking this evening. She,
Yeah, all right. All right, give me a second.
all right. There's texting
All right,
going on.
I'm texting Sylvia
That's the
right
sound
now.
of
So
texting.
texting Sylvia right now.
And
so.
driving at the same time?
No,
No,
I'm
I
saying,
think I'm driving.
Oh, you're
I'm still
driving. Okay.
driving.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
text and drive.
Yeah.
don't text and drive.
Guaranteed, I will make sure you get pulled over in this game if you text and drive.
Very good.
So after these guys leaves, I'll hang around a little bit with Bogey, and I'll ask him. So you know how Bill said that like this had something to do with your dad and my dad?
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if this dagger is the part that ties in. I mean,
How's that?
well, it's this I don't know, Incan Mayan thing, and I don't know, my dad, that's where my mom met him in Mexico.
Really?
I wonder if that's the part of the connection.
Well, hey, this sounds real.
Part of the story, right? Okay.
Secrets. So
I've
yeah,
got a
Quinn, you're
secret.
just heading home,
Yep.
eating your tacos.
Eat my
Um,
tacos. Gotta go check on some script that's running.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, it was running. So I mean, you get home, and it has compiled a much small. It's not 13 million. It's not a Google search. That's good.
Right.
It does compile, and it'll kind of be the rest of the night to scan through and process. There's nothing as crazy. Like at the end of it, you're pretty confident that this is a fairly unique instance. There are stories and like Inquirer level stories, so nothing like really credible. But the credible things, you're not getting a sense, and even searching outside like the normal news outlets, you're not getting a sense that like in this area there's anything quite related. You in some of the expanding of your search, you pick up some things not in this area that kind of fits the same thing, but nothing around here. And those things aren't directly related. Like it's not, there's a guy with a dagger who went into a mountain. But it is like that level of strange pops in a couple of them, but it is elsewhere in the world that just happen to get picked up by your algorithm.
So it's pretty safe to conclude that this thing came from somewhere pretty far away from here, probably.
Yeah, and it's not like this is a Bermuda Triangle type thing, right? Like there's a confluence in the Almagre Mountains that would cause this. And you're not finding a story directly tied to this dagger. You're just finding there are other stories like this, but they're just not in this area that you're finding them.
Just seems like a thing that made its way here somehow, and
Yeah.
okay.
And that checks out with everything, they were talking about. And you looked at the picture and like, yeah, of course, like obviously this is different. And it makes even more sense. This is not from around here.
Cool.
Okay.
I
So
feel
I
like
think-
Michael should make a character or a bogey character that has a large yellow turtleneck that comes up about halfway. I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe.
just because
Oh,
Just like
I
a
mean,
turtleneck. Just
well, the
keep
yellow
warm.
turtleneck. Come on, and
Yellow
through the universe.
There you go. So I think we probably need to take the things that have been happening behind scene to forward scene. So Desh and Carter are heading to pick up Sylvia after Sylvia goes home, I assume.
Yeah, and I'm told that his head is not okay.
Got it. Okay.
He hit
Got
his
it.
head.
So Desh and Carter head over to Sylvia's under the premise that Desh hit his head and needs assistance.
I said maybe you should go to the ER, and they're still coming here. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have insurance, so why would we go to the ER and waste all that money?
Yeah.
There you go. Why do it?
Come
You can
on,
get it for
this
free.
isn't Canada.
I mean, how bad is it?
Well, so they
All
show
right,
up at your door.
Sylvia, how bad is it? He's starting to agree with Bogey. That's how bad it is. So you might want to get in the car and check him out.
I have like my kit ready to go. I'm like at the curb, like I've got my go kit, and
then like the door opens to the vehicle, and like you see, I'm sitting there just fine. I'm like, get in.
what's
Come on, get in the damn car.
what's going on? I'll shut the door. Like what's going on?
You drive away.
I'm like looking like I'm like up in your seat. I'm assuming I'm in the back seat, and like looking at your head, like trying like where?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. We just don't need Bogey here for this.
What for what?
I told you.
You told me?
Yeah, he's starting to agree with Bogey.
Oh, you mean like we need the map type agreeing?
Yes and no.
Okay. So we're gonna go get the map?
No, we're gonna go look at the map.
Oh, okay. You could have just told me that.
No, because then you would have told Bogey.
Well, I mean, might have been able to use him.
No,
Use him for
because
what?
he would want to take the map, and she doesn't want the map taken.
I mean,
It's her husband's it's one of her husband's last possessions.
I know he's.
I know
rough
you don't
on the
have.
edges, but
I know you don't have a heart in that like cavity you call your torso there.
I mean, I
I know
do,
you
but-
failed that class in your anatomy somewhere along the way, but
No, I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
So here's the question. If
There's a
you're
lot
in
at
her
stake here.
position, yes, and if you're in her position and Bogey walks up to you, are you going to listen?
you know, he's got skills, right? Like
He's been smoking and eating since 8 a.m. He said it himself. He's going to
Despite
pass out
that-
on the car ride over.
and despite that, look, I mean, look what he's like.
what
He
is he?
accomplishes
What?
things.
What has he done so far? Please tell me
He
what has
set
he
us
done
on
so
this
far.
path.
What path? We went up the mountain. We found nothing. Carter got hurt here. We came down. Quinn hates everybody now, and we're driving over to this house. What have we accomplished? What has Bogey done for us so far? Right.
It's not tangible, but it's
You're
there.
right. It's not. It's not tangible.
Am I missing something, Boki? I mean, we none of us has really accomplished anything, really.
Whoa.
But all right. Let's
Exactly.
all right.
Because we followed Bogey up a mountain looking for a
Well, I
knife
don't-
from a dead guy.
I don't know that we followed Bogey. I think that's as much I'm to blame as anybody. I just wanted to. I don't want to miss it. I don't want that chick in the jacket to get there first.
You're right. That's why we asked you to come along and to figure out this puzzle.
Okay, but Bogey was seems like he was the one who figured it out in the first place, right? I mean,
Yeah, he is, but once again, if we take a high guy into a person's house,
yeah, he was pretty high. Yeah, he was.
okay, yes. The last thing we need is for her to try to be told about the cosmic confluence and how we are walking with her struggle. Would you agree with that at least?
I mean, yeah, I don't know that he would have done that.
No, he definitely would have done that.
No,
he
you just didn't see him
100% would have done that.
You didn't see him in the house, the fraternity house. He was totally like
A fraternity.
he was
a frat boy. Well, imagine that. Bogey was a frat boy.
No, he wasn't. He was a
And he
cleaner,
just, like,
and he was
blended
3/4
in.
sober. Yeah, because he was 3/4 sober.
3/4 sober.
all right. Let's just. I mean, are we? All right. I feel bad.
About what? Yeah, that we pissed Quinn off? I agree.
No,
I feel
for
bad about
Bogey.
that too.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that too. Yes.
Look, we'll take a look. If we have to ask her if we can borrow the map, we ask.
No, we're not going to
But
ask that. We're not going to ask that.
I'm saying that's a last resort.
We're not going to
That's
ask
all.
that.
Well, and Desh, yeah, you over the phone, you had asked, and she had said, "I
Right.
want them to stay." Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. We're not going
Sorry.
to ask that.
It has been
Not
asked.
there. Perfect. Okay. Never mind then. Sorry, Dash. I'll follow your lead on this one.
All right. What are we gonna? We're just gonna tell. All right. Yeah. All right.
We're not going to tell anything. We're just going to
Okay.
drive. Just
We're gonna figure it
I
out.
turned the radio. I turned the radio up. Listen to the radio. I
Would've
find
worn
some like
different
you know,
shoes if I'd known we were.
Delilah After Dark or something. Just turn that up. You know.
Rips the knob off, throws it out the window.
Well, you get to the house, and it's 8:30.
Yeah.
And she's expecting you because you
Yeah.
called her.
Right. So we. This is our associate. Yeah. No.
Hi,
Hello,
I'm Sarah.
Sylvia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So you
And sorry for your
wanted
loss.
to look at the map?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
I thought that might help.
Okay. Yeah. Please come in. Yeah, but just looking at Carter? Did you miss something when you took your pictures, or?
Apparently so, and I'm sorry.
I think they did.
We hopefully won't be too long.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Come on in. Just right downstairs. And she'll lead you all downstairs.
As I'm walking ahead with Sylvia, I whisper to her, "Don't say sorry about your loss. She doesn't think he's dead."
Oh, right. Well, yeah.
You get down there. The maps are all laid out. A bunch on the table. Some, up on the wall, as described before when Carter went down.
Start looking at the patterns and all that stuff since I haven't actually looked at them before.
Right. I mean, yeah. You start
Yeah.
taking a deeper look, like the patterns that you saw before. You connect there, and you start looking around, and okay, yeah, these are the spots where it seems like there are the blank spaces, where it's away from where he normally would have gone.
Yeah, I'll start turning things over and looking at the backs. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, there are some notes on the backs, but nothing, profound. And as you're looking through, Sylvia, and you flip it back over, you lean forward and you're kind of looking, and Desh is kind of pointing out some stuff. Okay, yeah. And you sniffle a little bit, and then a couple of drops of blood come out onto the map. Sarah's not looking at the moment, so that's you got a moment. And Desh, you see it. Carter, you see it, and it's interesting. 3 drops fall. All 3 are in places that you've been talking about. 2 of them do immediately what it should do, like it starts absorbing in and spreads. The third drop pools on top. Like it, sorry, this is, we're leading towards magic shit. That's what's going to happen. It pools on top of one of those 3 spots. and then after a moment, it fades in like the other two. But it took, I mean, it took longer than it should have. That, I mean, maybe it's for those that want to be logical. Maybe it was just weird science stuff. For those that maybe are a little less logical or willing to accept something strange, well, you saw what you saw.
I do the double take and look at Carter, like the.
Carter is just staring because he's seen a lot of blood, but never do that.
Correct. And Sylvia, like you sniff again, and there's nothing. Like you're fine. Like you don't actually have a nosebleed, and you're checking yourself. You're fine.
Are you okay? I whisper to Sylvia.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Momentary break. Oh, God.
What'd you say?
Oh, good.
Am I missing something?
The link that Josh just sent. It's not that they weren't very useful.
I think that's how I picture Quinn in like 20 years when he's like big old burly guy with a tie now sitting behind the desk.
Oh my god. Sylvia, which like, okay, what was the last one? Like one took longer. You saw that, right?
Yeah, no,
Right.
there's this one right here, and I pointed out.
As soon as she points it out, I snap a photo.
I'll turn around to Sarah and I'll start talking to her just about like maybe stuff we've repeated during the day, but my intention is so she doesn't look at the blood that just dropped on the map.
Keeping her distracted. Yeah,
that's my whole point. Yeah, it's like so like tell me about and so like
Did it stain?
I mean, yeah.
And it's like it's permanently there.
It's there forever now. Yeah.
So how much have I read about I don't know, like if I go occult with this, am I
go ahead and do a quick occult and intelligence.
like yeah.
I mean, I would help, but I got nothing there.
Like because I've been I don't know, digging in a little bit to this stuff.
You have been. Yeah, dude, and this is just as to get a sense of, did you happen to read the thing that would be connected to potentially where you're going?
Let's see. Occult. Wait, what did I do? Intellect and occult is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, basically an occult memory check.
All right.
oh
I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, off the cuff, nothing in particular. Like you read something. Actually. Like that's what you can get.
I need to get back to. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so
but it's a little.
That was actually a more important roll. So go ahead, add a momentum to the pool.
All right. I mean, do we need to check the other spots, or is that it?
I mean, and I flip to my pictures real quick, and I show her, like, you can see that the other two are kind of like red, right?
Yeah.
So we go with the main one where everything kind of pooled first, and then check the other two second. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that
was weird. What'd you read on the back?
I mean, nothing interesting, just a couple notes, but it caught a scent that was weird.
Scent?
Is that right, Suf?
No, it was a nosebleed.
Oh,
but
yes,
it
yeah.
wasn't a yeah, but it wasn't a nosebleed. which is
Right.
weird.
3 drops of blood.
It
Yeah.
was 3 drops of blood. That's not how nosebleeds work.
No.
You know that.
Yep. That's, hate to leave the map.
We got to though. We got
to find the blood eventually. All right.
So you say he made all these maps when he was? I just don't. Can you tell me
Buried
like?
at the bottom.
And
What's that?
yeah, she'll start talking about like, you know, these
I'll
are
just-
maps he made and what have you. Like it's not just like store-bought maps that he wrote on. Like, you know, he got these
Yeah.
giant pieces of parchment to be able to do it
Yeah,
on. And
Hank,
I didn't imagine
Sylvia.
the scope of this. I didn't come down here earlier. Wow, this is truly amazing. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Sarah. I know this is probably inconvenient, but can you show me where the bathroom is? Sorry.
oh, sure, come on upstairs, and she'll lead you upstairs.
And I nod at Dash, kind of like over the shoulder, real quick.
All right. I'll turn back around to Sylvia. What the hell did you just do?
You got anything sharp?
Why?
I left my kit in the car.
What are you sharp for?
Is there something sharp nearby?
What are you? You're not going to cut this map.
I'm not cutting the map.
What are you going to do?
Need some more blood.
You need more blood? What? Do I have anything? I got a taser. I got a $19 taser.
I mean, you could find something sharp enough down here, depending on what you're trying
I
to
was gonna say,
cut.
can't you just like paper cut yourself?
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
a writing utensil or something that has a sharp edge to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could find a way to draw blood if you need to.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll-
What are you? You gonna bleed up more all over this map?
Just a little bit. I'll
Yeah, you
I'll,
can basically get a finger prick.
I'm
Yeah,
like
I'll
looking
get a-
around,
I'll get a
like
finger
up
prick
at your
going.
nose. Like I'm looking up at your nose as you're like, what? How did what?
I don't know, and then I'll try and put another drop in the first one where it
The one where it pooled.
pooled, just to see if I can
What are you
Um,
see if
doing?
it'll do it again.
It does not do it again, and you know it makes it a little bit wider.
Okay, and then I'll go around to the other spots
Same,
if I can get a few more drops, even like beyond the first 2.
like some of the other spots.
Yeah.
The other spots are like the first 2, right? That didn't do
just
anything
kinda-
special.
all right.
Yeah, you start just putting drops in all of these places you identified as. Like,
I'll try and wipe
holes in
them
the
off after I,
it's in there now.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean don't know? You're bleeding. Oh, you just got you're bleeding.
I mean, you saw it, right?
I want to. And I start looking closely, and I guess like since I've used this pretty consistently, I would use my palace of memory to memorize this map as best as I can,
Done.
with all the spots and things. So
No,
even
it is super locked in there.
okay, even in my I can't believe what just happened. I'm like looking at the map really intently, like
Yeah.
But I'm still like, what? You don't know what?
I don't know what I'm doing. No. But
You're bleeding all over the place. Wrap that up.
all right.
You're a damn doctor.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So, yeah, I mean, I'll come up. I'll go up to the bathroom, or I'll say, I'll try and
Yeah.
find them, and I'll say, I'll apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, I cut myself and I didn't realize it.
And she'll get you a Band-Aid.
All right. Yeah, I sorry,
This poor woman.
I touched I was touching the map. I got a few drops on there. I'm sorry, I tried to wipe it off, but
Well, I
didn't
just
realize.
as you're okay.
yeah, it'll be fine. Just
Oh, okay.
sorry.
I mean, she's not happy, but she's not fuming.
But I think we got what we need.
Well, good. Yeah, just bring them back to me as soon as you can.
Yeah, we will.
in pieces.
In pieces.
We'll try our best.
All right. So yeah, it's like 9 o'clock.
All right. We'll
All right,
exit this
so-
poor woman's house. Unless Carter was doing something else.
Nope, I'm jumping in the car and just like staring in the rearview mirror, just like, all right, well, that happened.
Yeah, we get in the car and then it's like turn the radio down, turn it. What the hell did it just happened?
I can't explain. I mean,
The Sylvia, you read something, and then
Yeah.
that would have been part of what directed you to like put
Yeah,
more
there-
blood on it.
there's there's something about, I mean, with the dagger and the just with blood, there's
Yeah, it's called the Aztecs, and they sacrificed people. That's what they did. Yes, is that what you were going for there when you slit
Yeah,
your
but
arm open all over the map?
they there's like magic in blood. I mean, there's a movie. It's called I don't know, Apocalypto. I haven't seen that one. Is it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're going
All right. Like,
Oh,
is there something? Is there an Indiana Jones that has
yeah.
blood magic in it? I would reference that.
I mean,
Temple of
Apocalyptico,
Doom.
they sacrifice right on top of somebody.
Yeah,
In
mean,
Temple of Doom.
there's the dude in Temple of Doom that like reaches into the guy's chest and like pulls the heart
Yeah.
out.
Kalima. Different part of the world, right?
Kalima.
Something where the blood drips in and it like
Oh, there's that happens in there's like a vampire movie where like they
Yeah.
have to have a human and like the blood has to run down through this like convoluted channel and
what about Apocalypse
Oh.
from X-Men? Doesn't Apocalypse have something like that? I don't know.
when they wake him up.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
you're talking
like
about Blade, Quinn.
Oh, yeah,
Is it
Blade,
Blade?
that's
That's
it.
Blade.
Yeah,
That's
Yes,
one of them,
that's
yeah.
what I was thinking of too. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. She references some cheesy movie.
There's also an X-Files, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Several X-Files, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I know it's stupid, but something happened. I mean, it's probably just a trick, but like the obsession with blood is there.
A trick of what?
I mean, I don't know, some like oil and water kind of, I don't know, trick.
Like your blood and
Maybe there was like, I don't know, invisible crayon on it. Like with the markers and you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And blood doesn't just randomly fall in 3 places and stick there.
That part was weird. I don't know, why that happened.
well, right. It was just 3 drops of blood. That was weird. Right.
Right.
But what was
Yes.
weirder is where they dropped, and that one of them
Yeah,
pooled on top for
Yes,
at least a
yes,
good solid
yes.
second or two.
We haven't brought that up yet.
No, we
No,
haven't.
no.
Yeah, we're-
I just want
That's
to make
what
sure we
I'm-
haven't forgotten.
Oh, I thought we were talking about that. Sorry.
Yeah,
But like the one didn't. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't go into the paper. The one.
Right. And I hand my phone over to Desh. Check it out. Look, I got a picture of it.
Wait a minute.
before it-
Who's driving?
I thought I was.
Wait, are you texting and driving?
I'm texting and driving.
Looking on, you're on your phone while driving?
I just handed my phone over.
Okay, just making sure. You said, look, I don't know if you know.
I assume Desh knows how to unlock your phone. He knows your
Well, I mean, yeah,
digits
they're
now.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're roommates, right? Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
That's the first thing you.
It's facial
Like, I
recognition.
lean
All he
over
does is
so you
turn
get
it to my
both of us,
face.
and it does a double facial recognition on us, and then yeah.
Right.
it turned, yeah.
No, you just hold the phone over in front of his face and then.
Yeah.
But yeah. You hand over the image you took.
What am I looking at?
You're looking.
Blood
You're
drops
seeing
of blood on the map.
like 2 of the drops have like kind of started
Oh,
seeping
the
in,
picture,
and
the
one was
picture. Okay,
full.
okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you were like look something up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm driving. Come on.
Well, I
Sue's
didn't,
gonna
know
pull
if
me
you looked, I
over.
didn't know if you looked it up when you got into the bathroom earlier.
There's lights.
Um,
Come on.
Detective
Well,
Steve.
I mean, that. Yeah,
It's probably just a trick, but I don't know why.
but like that spot.
All 3 spots really, but that one, yeah, that's
And that's where we go. First.
where we go, and yeah.
Yeah, that's where we go.
So what were you saying about blood magic? You think that weapon is tied to it?
Well, so it looks like I don't know if I got into this, but like almost like a ceremonial dagger.
Yeah.
Like it looks almost like a ceremonial dagger that might have been used, and it's really old. Like it could have actually been one of the ceremonial daggers. Like that thing has to be worth a ton of money if it's real. And it looks real. Why there were more pictures of it there, right? Like that.
Yeah, and they weren't really all too different from the one that you took a look at, but yes, there were more pictures of it.
I mean, it's. I mean, at least they think it's blood magic. And it's just weird that the blood starts happening when you get near the map. That's
Well, my blood didn't
little
start
too
happening
weird.
when I got near the map, and Carter's blood didn't start happening when he got near the map.
well. I mean, maybe it has something to do with. I mean, I told you guys, right, that this may have something to do with, like, my dad.
You told Bogey, and I just happened to still be there.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Your
that's.
dad?
But you said
Right,
your dad, your
he was
mom just
from-
met him.
Yeah, she met him in like Mexico, there, like near there, where those
Oh,
ancient civilizations were.
so he was like
So
local. The way
maybe
okay.
Maybe he's here though, or I don't know. Maybe he has something to do with this.
You don't know where your dad is?
No, I never met him.
Harsh.
I thought I told you this. I told you guys.
I'm gonna look over at Dash and be like, and you gave her shit.
Yeah, I did. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel so good now, does it?
I mean, I never like. I thought we talked about that. Bogey's never met his dad either.
I remember Bogey talking about his dad. I didn't.
Yeah, and
realize
it's like
I don't
he's
know that
got-
Sylvia ever shared.
Yeah, I know.
Well, oh, well, I thought I made a joke about us being siblings, but
I just assumed y'all were high together, and therefore you were like, "Hey, bro," and then like that kind of thing.
You also said that if you turned out to be brothers, you were gonna be pissed.
right, yeah, well, it's like siblings. I'm a girl.
I know. That's why I thought you were making a joke. You said brothers.
Did I say brothers?
Yes.
I get confused sometimes about my gender identity. But yeah, like if you're my brother is what I meant. Like,
No,
Yeah,
that makes
and-
so much more sense now the way you explain it than just in the moment when you start laughing. All right, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, he doesn't. Yeah, like we kind of have that in common. And Bill talked about it to both of us, which is weird, which makes things, weirder, and hence the uncomfortable joke. So I don't know, but I mean, I don't know why that happened. I don't get nosebleeds that much. I've had them, but I'm not like
3 drops. Like they
No,
don't.
yeah.
no, it's never 3 drops. It's always like a faucet. It was weird.
And that's the car ride. So you drop Silvio back off at home. You two, head back to your apartment.
Yep.
Unless there's any other critical conversation or anything is being shared over text, which I don't know if it's something you're going to just put over text. We can move into Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
As today's, as the sitcom episode closes, I say, do you think they know their mom?
Like cosmically or real?
That's how it ends right there. Cosmically or really?
Roll credits.
So actually, before I got out of the car, so are we gonna tell Bogey and Quinn about this?
Tomorrow, we'll tell them this is where we're going tomorrow.
But what are we gonna tell them about the blood thing?
No,
No,
we
we're
just tell
gonna-
them
we're
where we're
just gonna
going
tell 'em.
tomorrow. We have a location
I'm
in
with Dash.
mind. This is where we're going. If they ask how we know, we'll just tell them it's part of the cosmic confluence, and we'll just go there.
Then if you happen to summon Dracula, then we'll fill him in on the blood.
Right. Okay. All right. Good night.
All right. So unless there's anything important that needs to happen during the day, we can fast forward to the afternoon. You both, no, at least Quinn and Sylvia were taken off early. Bogey, the one client you have, shows up on time. It's a good time. You solve for some problems.
Right.
Dash and Carter, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure you're enjoying it. Getting the right feelings before you go up back into the mountain. Wolves are friends, cougars are enemies.
Hey, I'm a dog person. What can I say?
There you go. But we can move into everybody getting together and getting ready to head up the mountain.
Does Quinn show up?
Yeah,
I
does.
think I would actually at some point the next day check on Quinn beforehand, in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Text him, whatever, hey man, you okay? Just. And then, obviously, if he is planning to show up, we don't have to go through that whole thing. He can he shows up, but
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, he'll text you back. Yeah, I just want to get this thing over with.
Yeah, for real. So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you all meet up. I assume at Bogey's place of business to pick up gear and everything again, because
Yep.
you're gonna need the gear. And we can start from there as you're all traveling.
No.
I would assume in the van, unless we need to be in different vehicles. I don't know if we're calm enough for that.
It's an awkward ride.
It might be an awkward ride,
It's
but I
a
mean
very awkward ride.
that would leave some room for conversation.
I think the
Whatever
first
it
thing
may
I'll
be.
say when we're all getting on the road is, Bogey, do you know where? And that place that's memorized in my mind, I'll say, do you know where this is?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that's where we're starting.
Yeah, and I mean, if they pointed out on the replica, you definitely know where it is.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. I assume that they'd point it out on the replica and be like, "Hey, what about here? Can we start there?"
Yeah, I guess so.
You think that's a good spot?
It's a great spot.
I think it is.
I mean, you woke up thinking about this?
I went to bed thinking about it. I woke up thinking about it. I've been thinking about it all day. Nothing about that spot. It's been ingrained in my mind all day. Let's go there.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes you're just in tune with what's out there.
You did see it. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. Yeah, let's go there. We're going there. We're going there. We're walking the wolves.
Quinn's getting less happy.
Dash. I hope you're right. I got a good feeling about this now.
You have a good feeling about this place on this map that we have. Great.
I have a good feeling about that place on that mountain, and I have a good feeling about Dash's good feeling. Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as Bogey says that, Carter just starts looking around for anything that looks like mountain lion cougar footprints, like tracks.
Okay. Oh, so this is still
Are
in
we
the
out
car.
of the vehicle yet?
Yeah, this is still
Oh,
like.
I thought we were walking. I thought he was excited, and he was like, "All right, let's go."
I mean,
He
we can
says
get to that point if we want to. I just figured I'd give you guys the car
No,
ride
it's
to
all right.
figure
No,
out
we're in the
anything that
car.
needs
We're in the
figuring
car.
out.
That is a good question. Like, is this Bogey's van?
I assume so. Like if
Okay, all right. So
everybody go together.
Bogey's driving. Okay, all right. I just want to know.
Bogey, you got a CD player?
Yeah.
I got some like mixed CDs I made back in high school. We could pop one of those in if you want.
Solid.
Hey, Bogey, you want this bag of oregano back here with me, or would you rather me store it someplace?
Bag of oregano. I don't remember paying that.
I'll put it in your bag.
Solid. I mean,
All right. So yeah, you guys get the trailhead. You start heading up. Bogey is able to lead you, and it's not like the spot that the three of you saw last night isn't like, hey, this one very specific location. It's a blood drop. It's an area, but you lead them to the area where the blood had coalesced.
I lead him to the area that Des showed me.
Yes, you do. Yeah, and you trust that that's what it is. But it's that general area on the mountain, which is. Go ahead.
How map far away are the other two spots? Like speaking map turns.
I don't know. So I'm trying to think how. Like I'm trying to picture the map.
Where is Newfoundland? If you'll just that'll help us if you can picture. I'm sorry.
It's in the Newfoundland is in the town of Labrador.
Okay.
I learned that in our last campaign. But so
That was like 5 or 6 years ago at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
But no, it's probably. You wouldn't know this, but if you ask Bogey, it's probably like a 4 or 5 hour hike from where you are to one of those, either one.
Okay. Does it form like a triangle, or is it like?
Of course, like it's 3 points, but it's not like.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not like an equilateral triangle. Like it's perfect or anything. Like it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nearest point is 4 to 5 hour hike away, and then the other point is
Maybe
more
a little
hours
bit farther.
beyond that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and off in a different angle, off in a different direction.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start looking for, what I look for, interesting things.
Interesting things. Well, and I guess a good question. When did we leave work and everything? When are we starting this hike in?
Middle of the night. Yeah, nothing go wrong in the middle of the night.
Right, that's the question.
I feel like I took off after lunch, basically.
Yeah, I thought we were leaving like right after lunch.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So we're probably getting up there with travel and everything around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So yes, you've got a couple hours. When I guess hiking in, you've got about an hour before sunset by the time you get to the area.
So, like, Dash, should we camp in this space, or should we just be in this space and camp in another space?
Well,
Like, you got the feeling. Like, what's your feeling? What are you feeling?
and I feel like we're in the space of the blood droplet.
You don't know where the hell you are.
But like,
He says
near as I can tell, like what
Yes.
Bogey's saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
like if he points it out on either the replica or the map or a map he brought, yes, this is the area. And you're even more sure. Like if he gets out just a regular old like you store bought map and he points to the area, you kind of overlay it with what you have in your mind palace. This is the area. If he's saying we're here, this is the area that you saw last night.
This is it. Well, I don't know if this is it, but this is.
So, like, is this where we should be sleeping, or should we be sleeping like there and like searching here? You know?
You don't know.
I mean, would it make any difference?
Everything makes a difference, man. Like, nothing is inconsequential if everything has consequence.
Well, let's camp. Let's camp here. We can branch out from here a little bit, I guess, and then we need to sleep, and then if tomorrow morning we have a starting point.
Right on. Yeah.
There you go. All right, yeah. You set up camp, get a nice little fire going to stay warm.
And I keep looking at Sylvia every time I'm saying this, like.
Oh yeah, and she kind of is
Right.
like nodding and like yeah, like
And I'm looking at and
these
I'm
are all the
looking
right
at
things
Carter
to
like is this okay? All right, yeah, all right, good, yeah.
say. Yeah, I mean, Sylvia doesn't want to like set up camp and like what she just wants to start looking.
And I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, she like throws like her bag down, and you know, I mean, I won't like take off too far, but yeah, just start looking.
I mean, you'll
I'm gonna
look
follow
around.
along. Yeah.
You won't find anything too interesting right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be interesting.
Right. Like you
Where
find some interesting
It's
things.
not just
but,
going to be nowhere. It's going to be
no,
somewhere.
like you find normal interesting things,
Exactly.
not like interesting things.
All right.
Cool. So yeah, you all set up camp for the night. Whatever conversation you might want to have for the night. Otherwise, we can move to the morning.
I'll at some point I'll pull Quinn aside and like kind of talk to him quietly about like the strange things we saw last night.
Let's do it.
So, do you want to have the conversation? Okay, all right.
I'd like to hear Quinn's reaction personally.
Okay,
I don't know
okay,
about the rest
all
of
right.
you.
Yeah, I mean, my intention is to do this kind of when Bogey's not around. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
you know,
assume like
yeah,
it's the two of you having this conversation.
yeah.
Sylvia will pull Bogey aside
Damn it!
around the same time.
Yep.
Carter's just sitting there like,
Where did everybody go?
just you and me, Gun. You and me. All right.
Which one do I take out first? Nobody will know. Yeah, but I'll say. So yeah, I understand how you felt last night because I, of course, feel the same way about like everything. But I did call up Sarah Curdy last night and just asked her if me and Carter could come by again and just have a conversation with her and take one more look at the map. We didn't take it. And then we took Sylvia, but not Bogey.
So you went
Only
back over.
because
You went back over
we
to her
did.
house.
we did.
You gotta leave that poor woman alone, man.
I know. I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel good about it right up until we did go downstairs and look at the map. And for whatever reason, Sylvia, she was looking at the map and 3 drops. Well, I don't know if I would know 3 drops of blood.
Yeah,
Blood.
It's very clearly
Like very clear. Okay.
Yeah, very clearly there were 3 spots. 2 immediately went in, 1 pooled for a good 2-3
Yeah.
seconds.
So 3 drops of blood fell on the map. And 2 of them did what you think blood would do.
Wait, what?
But
Blood from
hold on.
from where?
Can you from Sylvia's nose? She had a nosebleed, but it was 3 drops of. I mean, it wasn't a. It was just. It was. It's the strangest thing. Yeah, it's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Not so much the 3 drops of blood, but then one of the drops of blood stayed. It didn't. It just sat there, and it sat there on this spot. And it wasn't a. If it was a trick, then we were all fooled by it because we all saw it. And I don't know. It was just a very odd thing that. I mean, it was what we got out of it, and I don't know if I don't know, but that's where, and I'll actually I didn't take the picture. I think Carter took the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Carter take the picture of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a picture, but so I mean, Carter has the picture. He can show it to you, but it was a. I mean, it definitely didn't sink into the page like it should, like blood should. So I don't know. There were 3 spots. This was the one that I don't know what that means. I've never seen somebody have 3 drops of blood come out of their nose before like that. So it was something. I don't know what it is. Sylvia tried to recreate the same type of thing with less success the second time around. So we needed a starting point. I figured this was as good as any.
So we're
Go ahead.
so we're here because Sylvia had a nosebleed on that woman's map.
Did you have a better starting point?
Well,
Then it's all random, right?
no, I mean, I was hoping maybe we'd put together some kind of, plan based on, I don't know, like putting all his wanderings together and, I don't know, coming up with the probability of where might be more likely. I didn't think it was going to be like someone had a nosebleed and some blood fell on the map and that's where we're going to go.
I mean, haven't we been doing that all week and we haven't come up with anything? I mean, maybe you've been a little busy at work, but those of us who haven't been busy at work, we've been looking into that stuff all week. And there's been no discernible pattern or anything with this guy. Probably because he's dead, but
besides the patterns you discern.
he doesn't need to know that.
Okay, all right. He didn't see the patterns. He doesn't believe them anyway.
This was part of the pattern.
He just knew there was a pattern.
This was part of the pattern. So yeah.
It fit into the patterns that we'd already figured out.
Yeah, this is one of the patterns.
Look, I mean, somebody had a nosebleed on a map like that.
Listen,
I mean,
if that's what you're gonna hang on to, then you're gonna hang on to that, and I can't do anything about it. I don't know what you want from this, though.
I mean, I could go bleed on the map, and we could.
Then go over there and bleed on the map. While you're doing that, we'll try to find this goddamn knife.
I mean, this sounds like some movie shit.
Yes, it's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
all
like,
bullshit. I know. I agree. But we didn't have a starting point.
And now we're just like, I mean, we might as well just throw a dart at them. Blank spaces in the map, and
but that's what you said last night anyway. That was your suggestion. Just pick a point. We picked a point.
I mean, what I was trying to get at, which maybe I didn't make myself very clear, is that like I didn't want to just pick at random. I wanted to come up with what was the most likely space to start at.
Well, that's not really what you said. I think what you said was, Bogey, you're an idiot, go fuck yourself, and you walked out. It was something like that. So it was hard to tell from there what you really meant.
I mean, I stand by that.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that we didn't have anything else to go on. And if we could have sat around all day today at the house, at the bar, at wherever, and we still wouldn't have gotten any closer. And so if it's wrong, then tomorrow we'll pick another spot.
I was just hoping we'd have something better than that.
Well, we didn't have anything better than that.
Well, we're here now.
Agreed.
So I guess we'll see if we can find something, and I'll try not to throw Bogey off the damn mountain.
I mean, just make sure you have his keys before you do it, okay?
That's practical.
All right, how does the Sylvia and Bogey conversation go?
All right, well, I'm not supposed to tell you, and we're definitely not going to tell Quinn, but I thought you should know.
Oh my god.
Why we're here. in this place.
Why we're here?
I think you might even already know, but
You know why we're here?
yeah. So, so last night, I don't know why, but Carter and Desh, they wanted to go see the map. And
What?
No. You convinced them, but they can't admit it, I guess. I don't know.
Really?
and they thought I should come with them, and I thought you should come too, but sorry, they didn't think so. So we went and we looked, and you were right, I think.
What happened? What did you see? Like what?
And I was really looking, and all of a sudden my nose just started to bleed, and 3 drops
Yeah.
of blood dripped in the 3 spots. All 3 spots were like locations, right?
They were all locations.
All of them, all 3 of them, like that we talked about and that you pointed out.
The spots for places?
Yeah, but one,
Dude.
one, it didn't soak into the page. It just.
What do you mean?
Well, and the blood, it didn't soak in. It puddled. It pooled.
Was it on like a waxy spot?
That's what I said. And they but it did.
Oh.
It was just, we all saw it. We were there. It was weird. It was definitely weird. I mean, I'm just.
Do you think it's the confluence? Like.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think you should know.
Oh man. Yeah.
But don't tell them I told you, because they don't.
Right on.
Don't tell Quinn, right? Because it'll piss him off.
Oh, silly. Yeah.
So
it's like it wasn't just a feeling. It wasn't just a feeling. He knew. He knew.
I don't know what got to him, but like it seemed like he was almost as pissed as Quinn. But then
saw it.
I don't know what turned him, but.
Well, we don't know. None of us know. Like, but we're feeling and we're seeing, and then we'll know, and we'll walk with wolves. Like this, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
I just got to get my spiritual guide caught up on the situation.
I think you meant dealer.
He kept them quiet for like.
Why can't it be both?
We kept them quiet for like 20 hours.
But don't mention it, right?
All right. So that is Friday night leading into Saturday. Bogey, you take a look at the map, and I assume kind of like last time, you're looking for spots, especially now knowing like this isn't just like the area, this is the area. And you're looking for spots again where you could potentially find caves, like you all were last weekend. And you identified 2 that you think, based on the map, based on your knowledge of the mountains and what have you, might be good spots for trying to find some caves, if that's where you think you would find the dagger and everything.
Hey Dash, like, what are you feeling like? Do you think that we're looking for like valley or a mountaintop or like flat spot or a cave? Like, you brought us here, so like. Like over here, there's like 2 spots that a cave could be. You want to do them first? Because we can. Like, we can do that.
Sure, let's start there.
Solid. All right.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you go and you check out the first place. It's similar to what you all found last weekend, right? Not the Cougar Cave, but those ones where like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It stops, like it doesn't quite go in. You take some time continuing your day hike. I assume bringing whatever you would need to be able to actually spend some time in a cave. And the second spot, it takes a while searching around, but you do find what looks to be an opening into something deeper. And Bogey, this is not a place you've been before, but this definitely looks like some place that it could go in. It's a little bit wider than the Cougar Cave that you'd found before. Probably could fit 2 of you abreast, not comfortably, but it is a little bit bigger space to be able to go in.
Are there any tracks coming in or out?
Go ahead, survival plus intellect or resolve.
Somebody,
Is that for anybody?
somebody want to run it? and
That's
I'll
for anybody who
support,
wants to roll it. But I mean, if anybody's helping, you have to say who you're helping before the rolls happen.
Well, I'm assuming with any survival stuff, it'll be. Well, who's our survivalist?
Yo.
Carter.
I thought it was Carter.
Yeah,
I mean,
Carter.
I'll assist.
Okay.
I'll be
what am I
looking.
throwing at?
Yeah, like I have no knowledge of this place.
Soup, what'd you say? Cunning and
Cunning and then either intellect or resolve. No, that's not what I said. So, wait.
Survival.
So thank you. Survival and intellect or resolve.
Okay. Sorry about that. I just missed it. All right.
Okay, so you got a
much
plus
more.
1.
Go gadget arms.
Okay. Yeah, so yes. Carter, you're able to identify some pretty clear tracks. And it takes a moment because, you got here and you looked around and you can identify some animal tracks, but they're not defined enough to identify what animal. This place is a little bit too rocky. You can just tell there has been some medium-sized animal that's been in this area. What stands out more, and it takes you a second because you're like, no, that can't be right. You're pretty sure this is a partial imprint of like a foot. Like it's not, again, like it's not, like in the sand or in the mud or anything like that. So it's very clear.
Like
You
shoe
think
print or foot?
A footprint.
Like a barefoot,
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
or with a shoe on.
Hard to tell because it's not deep enough. It's in more of a gravelly area.
Right.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
So we definitely have company.
Whoa.
Some on 4 and some on 2.
Let's get geared up before we go in. Yeah.
Oh, we're going in.
Well, yeah. You think we're just gonna take a look at it? Like we're entering the earth. Like that's where problems are solved. Like we're going in the earth.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
That's what you said.
That's what I said. Okay.
I mean, now's as good a time as any.
All right.
Yeah, Sylvia. All right.
So
Let's do it.
I assume you've got headlamps for everybody.
Headlamps, hard hats, boots, overalls.
Perfect. And I assume you all would have geared up, when you left camp, so you didn't have to carry everything. What order are we going in?
For diplomacy reasons.
For diplomacy reasons.
I'll go in first because it's a cave.
Okay.
I'll be right behind him if nobody else cuts.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should be near the front or near the back.
I mean, yeah, if you Carter, it might make sense for you to be up there.
Okay.
I did bring earplugs
Okay.
because
We need-
we're in a cave and Carter was shooting a gun last time.
Very
Yeah,
true.
That's fair. I'll be in the back.
Okay. Quinn and Sylvia.
So
I'll go more toward the front. I'll take mid.
Conga line into it.
Okay. So Bogey, Carter, Sylvia, Quinn, Desh.
I mean, I'll ask Quinn. Unless you want me to go in front of you and you go behind me.
no, just keep an eye out behind you in case.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Start turning around. Ooh.
It's dark.
Oh yeah.
It is dark, but if you look in the upper
Got it.
right-hand corner, I assume you
Top right,
see you,
Top
and
right.
depending on who's in front of you, you see people in front of you.
This is what this feels like. This is
So,
awesome.
like, yeah, right? It's fun. It's like Bogey. I assume you don't see anybody but you.
I see everybody.
What is it? Control L.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, I think I was testing something out. But you've got headlamps, right?
Yeah.
40. Set it to a 45.
Yeah, I had. I mean, that's fine. It's good. All right, so you can see what you can see. You can move around as you go. Search whatever you want to search. Just kind of let me know, what you're doing as we continue in. But what you're seeing is what you're seeing. It's a pretty narrow cave at this point. So when you first got in, it was kind of two abreast, and then it narrows in here where you're at right now. This space in front of you, Bogey, and for those that can see it, it's like, yeah, Desh, I know you can't see anything. Sylvia should be able to start getting a view. But as you come in, what you see is what you see. And you might have to rotate yourself to rotate your light.
Lighting. That's cool.
And then remember, you can use Alt to kind of adjust, not having to be in a square, but between squares.
Oh, you gave us the light, so that nice.
So yeah, you come in. I mean, it's a rocky formation here. It's difficult terrain for all intents and purposes through this area where Bogey is right now.
All right.
And Carter, with the role you got earlier, and the assist you got earlier, you are seeing more signs of a person. Like you see little bits of hair, and you see some hair that is human hair, and you see some hair that is not human hair.
Whoa.
So guys, we're definitely going into the lair of the beasts.
We don't need to call it that, do we?
Well, considering I don't know what animals these actually are, then how about we're going into the human lair?
Thank you. That's better.
Okay.
They're wolves, man. Like, we're with wolves.
Oh, they
Until I
ate them,
see a
they'd be parts
wolf
too,
or I
right?
hear a howl.
No, I'm not.
This is okay.
There you are. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Hi.
Yeah, and for those of you that haven't been in a cave before, this is probably a little creepy. Like you've been in a cave before because you went into that cave that Bogey took you into, but definitely a little bit creepy.
So this is a righteous find, like.
Bogey's really excited by this.
So,
Bogey, go ahead and roll me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sue.
Go ahead and roll me survival and cunning, and add 1.
Add 1.
Yeah, for your specialty in athletics.
All right. Not for leading people underground?
Not for that one, no.
All right. Cunning and survival?
Survival, yeah.
And we'll add 1 to it. 2.
2. All right, go ahead and add a momentum.
Uh-oh.
It's not bad.
Momentum's good.
Yeah, momentum's
Momentum.
good. Right? Remember, momentum's a good thing.
It just means it's how you got it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say.
No, everything's fine.
Oh no, we suck again.
My character's frozen.
Frozen.
No, that's what you get for failing that roll.
That's what that really happened. I'm. No?
Yeah, wall of ice.
Let me see.
Or my character sheet, I mean.
Oh, your character sheet. Okay. Are you in your character sheet now?
No.
Oh, hold on a second then. Frozen how?
When I try to open it, the only thing that comes up is a little window tile that says Bogdan Bogey door to
It's
the.
happened to me to double click on it. I'm trying to remember how I dealt with it.
Shift.
Yeah, you
You get
double
it?
click on the little bar.
Got it.
Nice.
You good now, Bogey?
Yep.
Good. Roll defense.
Oh,
Great. Where is that?
It's just gonna be roll your either resolve, right, Sue?
Yeah, it's your highest bottom attribute. Resistance. So yeah, either stamina or resolve,
Okay.
or yeah.
Is there a defense button?
No, I haven't made one yet. Just do the roll, and then you can select negative. You can select the blank.
All right, and just do stamina.
Yeah, or whatever's your highest on
Right.
that row. Let me take
And
a
a
look.
second thing?
Nope. That your defense is just that. So yeah, actually resilience or stamina for you. So you're just rolling 5. So yeah, just without a skill. Yeah, like that.
I see one.
Oh no, my roller's broken.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you missed.
Oh, I must have missed.
Sounds like a 0.
Yeah, let me
Nice.
fix it.
Living effectively underground?
That's what it must have been. Here, let me grab this instead. Put it on that character. There we go. Okay. Oh, mother uckin' cougar I no longer need. That was last time.
Oh, it's not a mother ucking cougar again?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, judging from the other NPCs and antagonists we can see, I know it's not Bill Grafton, and I know it's not Peonings.
It's a ghost.
Ghost.
Well, those don't exist, so we don't have to worry about those.
I beat him
Yep, you did.
by 1.
Yeah,
So yeah, as you're stepping, this is weird, and this is probably why you didn't catch it. The floor gives out.
Oh,
Like the ground gives out a bit, and you end up stepping into a spike trap, and a stake ends up going up into your boot. Not all the way in, but enough to cause a level of bruised.
All right.
So take a level of bruised, and you'll be at half speed.
a mother ucking spike trap.
Mother uckin' spike trap.
Oh man, like
What was that?
ooh.
Yeah, does it make a noise? Does it make like a noise or?
No, because it's not going up. It's him going down. It's like you'll see, like
It's
he
a
almost
bungee trap.
stumbles forward a little bit.
Watch it.
It goes down.
There's spikes in the ground. Like there's a trap. That's a real trap. Like a real trap.
Oh,
Like you know how you read about traps in like stories, but that's it. That's it.
Like somebody's saying.
I've been really trapped.
Yeah, this is not normal for caves.
I'm gonna reach down and help Bogey back up out of it. And
Yeah, and it's only like a foot down that opened up, but there are a number of stakes set in the ground under it, and some false ground set so that it would break.
Can I take a look at it and see if I can kind of see, like, with my military knowledge, what type of, like, how it was made, so that I could possibly look for more?
Yeah. Take a few moments there and roll. Still be survival.
Intellect.
Yeah, and yeah, I'd probably say intellect. You could use cunning.
Okay.
Because I mean, this
Yeah.
is a cunning trap.
Guys, are we sure about this?
No.
Right? Like,
I thought this was the place.
yeah, it definitely is the place, but there's fucking traps.
Well, then we just got to keep a little bit better eye out for stuff
I'm gonna
like
help.
that.
I'm gonna help Carter.
I don't know that.
Should we just holler out?
Get up.
And
Yeah,
see
go
somebody
ahead.
there?
Is it the
It would be the same. So survival and either intellect or cunning.
+1?
Yes, and actually Carter already has a +1 from the way he's approaching it with military. So
Okay.
yes. So you can add up to 2 more to what he rolled. There you go. So yeah, with the total of that and taking some time here to inspect it and try to understand it. Like, it's very rudimentary. Like, this is not
Right.
a military trap. And that's the first thing you notice. Like, this is not something you'd make if you were trying to make something like in here. But I mean, it's pretty good, given that we're in this space and being able to set up some type of false floor trap, even if it's only down a foot. It's pretty good. So yeah, you have a sense of potentially being able to find some other traps looking as you go ahead.
Okay, are
All
you
right.
all right? You need to take a look?
Not right now, but like, yeah, later. Yeah.
Go easy. Maybe let Carter take the lead.
No, I gotta lead the group.
No.
We're in the cave. We're in the earth.
We're in a cave with traps, Bogey.
Yeah, he's the cave expert. Let him lead.
That's not not the trap expert. I think Carter's like the one for this, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
now we know what we're looking for.
isn't he the one
So,
that's like supposed to protect us?
Carter, you'll help, right?
What? Why are there
Yeah,
traps in a
I'll
cave?
help.
I don't know. That doesn't make any
Because
sense.
the person in the cave doesn't want anybody else
The
in
crazy
the cave.
man doesn't want us to get his knife.
So we think there's a person in this cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we just like yell out for him? Maybe he'll
No.
just come out.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't think that's a good idea?
No.
I'll
Okay.
say, so
right,
Bogey, be careful, and I'm gonna kind of like show him how to, like, if he gets to an area that he's unsure of, kind of like kick around or throw some rocks or something to try to disturb it.
Good idea. And Bogey gets out his utility hammer
Mhm.
and is poking around at the floor in front of him. Not like hitting the floor, but just poking at it.
Right. Like enough that if there was another false floor, it would push through.
Push in. Yeah.
Sylvia tries to dislodge one of the stakes from the trap.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little bit of effort, but you can do it.
I get a +0 stake.
You're just
+0 stake.
collecting mountain weapons. So pause real quick. Carter or Bogey, who is? I guess Bogey's in front and Carter is helping.
Yeah. I'm
So go
helping
ahead and
him.
roll me another a search for survival plus, and then either cunning or intellect. And that'll just kind of be your search as you go down the hall, and then Carter can assist.
Ooh.
All right, so there'll be, so you'll get the full +3, Mike, for whatever you roll, because you'll have
Okay.
+1 from your own abilities. Okay.
That was a 10. Turned into a 2.
Sorry, not a 10. All right, yeah, keep going forward. You all can keep moving at your own pace, picking up random weapons as you go.
I just imagine
Did I find a
Sylvia's
thing?
like wall.
Not yet. And actually, hold on a second. Actually, I meant to do this. Let me go into the other layer.
Ooh.
The other layer.
Yeah, I forgot I can do this.
The GM layer.
Throw over
Yeah, the GM layer.
layer.
Let me token layer. Sorry. So that's the spike trap that you guys stepped over. Bogey, as
Oh
you're,
wow! I just stepped right over it.
yeah, oh yeah. As
Scary.
you're coming forward and you shine the lights and you're looking down, but wait a minute. He would want you to look down. And then right as you're about to step into it, you look up and you realize part of the ceiling's a little loose. And you look around and you see the tripwire. That's a good trick. Man, this guy must make some good traps. And so ahead of you, you recognize what you would assume to be a rock trap, like that rocks are set to fall from the ceiling if someone were to step on that tripwire.
Oh.
And so I assume you all can see that rock trap, or I guess whoever's up there
Yeah, I
can see
can.
the rock trap.
Bogey, do you want to dislodge that, or do you want to try to step over it?
You think you can dislodge it?
Yeah, if you step, like, can you tell which way the rocks are gonna fall?
Down? I don't understand the question. I don't think. Like,
It's not gonna come at us.
no, they're just gonna fall
gonna
down
come
on us, aren't they?
Well,
Or do you think it's
Well,
like a
use your-
chute and they're gonna like go down a chute?
exactly. That's what I was wondering.
All right, now that Bogey understands what the heck Carter's asking, he'll take a look and see if he can figure out if it's like a chute or if it's just a drop.
You're not sure.
I don't know. I think that they just sort of fall down. Like, I can't tell if it's a chute or not.
Well, then let's just step over it
I
and
think
hope
we
we
just
don't have
step
to
over
run
it.
out.
Yeah.
So I turn around and let everyone know and point out the tripwire as people go walking by.
So yeah, you can all step over it
A tripwire.
without effect.
Don't trip on it, Dash.
What the heck?
Dash roll just straight dexterity.
I'll stay back here, guys.
This is where I get off.
And actually, so as you're having that conversation and getting closer, and you get to about there, and everybody, I assume, is kind of continuing forward. Within this part of the cavern, you hear a growl, and it's reverberating in here. But you all take a moment and you realize that's a very human sounding noise, like a human growling.
Does it sound like Quinn from the other night?
No, it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound aggravated. Like it sounds
Okay.
feral.
Hans, is that you? Come on, bro. Like, you're fine. We're fine. We walk with you.
There's no response, and the growling was just a quick noise.
It's okay. We're not here for harm. We're not here to steal your hunt. We're just here, man. We're just in the world. We're in the world, and you're in the world, and we're in it, man. Like, we're really in it.
and you hear a bit of a raspy voice echoing through this chamber. You finally come for me. You finally come. I knew you were going to come for me.
What do you mean, man?
And
Like,
it sounds manic. Like it sounds crazy.
what do you mean, like, we're gonna come for you? Your wife's worried about you, man. Like,
I always knew you'd come and you'd try to take it away from me.
take what, man? Like,
You know what? You always know you're always coming for it. And I have to keep fighting you off. And again, in this cavernous space, you can see what you can see. In this large.
what in the world's come over you?
Do we all hear this, or is it just
You all hear this? Yeah, this is
Okay.
reverberating through the entire cave.
I'm gonna say your wife, Sarah, sent us to find you. Why would we come for anything but you?
Because you're here for it. I know you're here for it, but you can't have it. Nobody can have it.
But like you have whatever it is you're talking about.
And I'll kill you before you can take it.
You mean the knife?
Mine.
The knife. You're talking about the knife.
I'm getting the Lord of the Rings vibe.
Yep.
Sylvia's like,
I've seen this movie.
I've seen this one.
We just gotta tell him, ask him what's in our pocket.
Say, do we do? Do we do riddles? Do we do riddles now?
Man, it's fun, man. Like,
We're just here to bring you home and help you, so please come out and talk with us.
Want me to come out?
And as I say that, I will try to assert my
Presence?
my special presence.
Okay, yeah, assert your special presence.
I will.
Ooh. What does that mean?
Oh yeah, sometimes I just have this
You have a thing? I can't wait.
this presence about me, you know.
Everybody pause your movement
Let's see.
while
I'll back up a step. There we go.
presences.
There we go.
He whips out his thing.
Let's see. Yep. Oh, that's right. You know it.
Yeah, it should tell you whatever it was.
Yep.
To roll.
Yeah, it's this one. Boop-a-boo. And this one, and enhancement 2.
Ooh.
10 got bumped.
10 did get bumped.
So yeah, that plus
Oh, right.
enhancement 2
that plus-
bonus.
Okay.
Yep.
You want me to come out?
Yes.
Fine. And I don't know if you can see him because it depends on the direction you're pointed, but he does step out.
Okay.
In some direction.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Probably right behind us.
Actually, yeah, none of you can see him because your lights don't go far enough.
And Bogey, we got to upgrade, man.
Yeah, these headlamps are trash. Can you
there's
get
none
us?
in your headlamp,
Can you
man.
get us
Like,
some dark vision headlamps?
Yeah,
Pause where you are.
Jeez.
Okay. Quinn, you should be able to get a
I
Oh,
can just
visual.
catch
Yeah.
some.
Oh, yeah.
I'm catching
Yeah.
just a little bit
there
of
we
the thing.
go.
And so he barely steps into the light for Quinn and for Sylvia. And he says, "Fine, here I am. Let's see what you've got."
Oh, yeah, I can actually see
And
it.
as he says that, at the opposite end from where you all came in, you hear a couple of howls.
Uh-oh.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Ah, damn.
Come ready for a fight.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm already ready.
I mean, I know
I'm
Quinn's
ready.
ready. Quinn's always ready.
negotiating.
I mean, a negotiation.
I thought
mean-
we were persuading him to hand us over the knife.
Yeah.
I tried to, and he trying to sick his wolves on us. So now I'm gonna punch him in the face,
Sounds reasonable.
Oh god.
Uh,
and we'll be good.
there you go.
No,
And he
got
is
one
in
trick
fact
left up my
holding the knife.
sleeve.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Say again, Mike.
I've got one trick left up my sleeve before we start.
I better make it quick.
We'll
That's-
find out.
That's
We'll
the
find out
plan.
next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm probably going to fulfill both my short-term needs next game.
That's good.
I didn't get them tonight, but I'm probably going to get both of them next game.
Huh.
So,
So I have a.
I wasn't
I have a
expecting piss
mechanics
yourself to
question.
be a short-term goal.
no, that would have happened this time. As soon as we stepped into the cave and then we heard the howling, like that would have happened. Yeah.
Mike, what were you saying?
I have a mechanics question.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the next game, do we get to choose which knack we have?
Yes.
Okay.
Beginning of every session, you get to choose what knack you have.
Perfect.
Okay.
Big
Mhm.
Knack Paddywhack.
Yeah, and so like the one Quinn just used, he could use it again if he wanted to, because he can use it once per session, or he could pick something completely and utterly different, and I'm sure he will.
I think I probably will pick a
You
different
probably
one.
Yeah. So yeah, for your
Yep.
first big fight, I figured I'd give you the
Pause
opportunity to
before.
Yeah.
adjust as needed.
And we can splat some dots down if necessary too.
Yes, yes, you can. Yeah, if you've got the experience for it, and I'll email experience tonight like usual, and you've got enough, you can put a dot where you need a dot.
Well, let me check my knacks to see what'll help me in this upcoming combat.
Is there writing on the walls? Can I speed read it?
Yeah, right.
Are you close enough to any wall?
I don't see any walls. Is there
You don't
writing
see any
on it?
walls, so
What
who
kind of
knows?
language is this shit
I
written
think
in?
there was a wall over here I looked at for a second.
I mean, there are walls. I can tell you that much.
There are caveman writings I can speed read.
We'll find out next time.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We will see you next week for D&D and the unmasking of the mysterious plate armored figure that we had a duel with in the street,
Yeah.
and then it's high time for a hanging, and we gotta go stop that from happening.
Got to go Robin Hood that
Yeah,
shit.
they think it's high time for a hanging, and we disagree. So, so yeah, we'll see everybody next week for some D&D. Have a good night, everybody. See you
Night.
next
Bye,
time.
everyone.
Good night.